Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen. Welcome back to my channel. Hello, Regina. How are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you did a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? It is a nice high 70s. Where's my phone's in my pocket? Soon we'll be in the 80s and the 90s because that's how we roll. So have you started on your sugar baby yet? I'm going to be working on some granny squares. Make another smiley face, but I'm going to do it in purple and gray. I'll make them, but who knows? My smiley faces are all turned every which way. Of course, I did. I'm finishing the last rabbit for my sister. They are so cute. No, not yet. But she will be next. Okay. They're cute. Putting the personality. Hopefully, my friend that I made her for will come today to pick her up. And those are my little bunny, my little peeps back there. Close the back. That's it. The peeps weren't too hard to do either. I forgot whose pattern I found on YouTube because I didn't want to make another rabbit, another bunny, I should say, or one that's bigger than one that I did there. You love the side smile? Yeah. For me, trying to make a face and stuff, I'm like, okay. I kept looking back at the picture, hoping that it would turn out right. That is the hardest part for me, doing the stuffing when I do dolls and making a face that I like. Those are the hard things. And what I have scrolling by, if you've never heard of Scentsy, my friend is a representative distributor. I'm not sure what her title is, but I got someone. I went to see her in Texas. This one is Coral Waters, but this is the company, and it's pretty much candles and candle holders. And so I bought the ones for the bathroom, and they have a little light bulb that come with them to warm up the wax. And then you have a nice little aroma. I like it because there's no flame. And there's so many different scents you can choose from. And you can always, I used to get my candles from Yankee Candle, and Yankee Candle prices just kept going up and up. And even if you got them from Bed Bath and Beyond, they were still a little pricey. And eventually I just stopped buying them altogether. And then Bed Bath and Beyond went bankrupt, but now they're coming back. I saw a commercial. I'm like, I thought Bed Bath and Beyond was closed. I don't know. But they have a lot of different scents that you can choose from. So I turn them on in the daytime and turn them off at night. Let me see. No, yeah, I love a smile. Hey, Renee, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And up to the thumbs up. It says, love your peeps as well. I think I'm done with bunnies as well. I have done 5 bunnies oh, wow, yeah. And I made just a little 4-leaf clover, and I attached it to my bag. I had my heart on the bag, but because it's so big, the openings on the jump rings came open. So lucky for me, it fell off in the car. I said, "Well, I can take it off now. February is over." It lasted. It did its job. So I'm gonna put the spring jump ring around the actual um, heart. That way it can't come off. That way, at least. And I'll make sure the jump rings are really close. But the heart was pretty big too, so it had some weight to it. And so I said, "Well, it's St. Patty's Day. Let me do my four-leaf clover." Then I did the peeps. I just wanted to do something quick. Um, I didn't want to do something big. It's probably why I did that little sugar baby because it, I'm not the fastest crocheter in the world, and she's not too hard to do. And I'm working on doing eyelashes and eyebrows. Actually, yeah, she's got the little straight eyebrow. I just thought about it. I didn't put eyebrows on my ballerina. Yes, I'm not worried about it. As long as I can get some eyelashes embroidered on them, that makes me just as happy. So what are you working on, Renee? And hello to all the lurkers. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you get a thumbs up as well. I have so many things going at one time. I made the little dancer doll for my friend, the one in Texas, the one that's doing Cincy. So her information is going past, just in case you want to hook up and get yourself some. Um, I forgot. Oh, so I made it, and I was going through because I have so many bags of so many projects that I have started but not completed. And I found another little dancer doll that had all the body parts completely. The only thing that I did not have done was um, what wasn't done. I think that it was. Trying to remember if I had to do anything, but I found it. I said, "Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and finish her." She wants eggs to go with the bunnies. If she wasn't my sister, I hear you. I saw some tutorials for the plush eggs. I was like, okay, I'm leaving that alone. Hey, Melanie, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you get a thumbs up. Are you working on dolls? Saying hi to Melanie. Saying hi to Melanie. Oh, I thought you stepped into the world of candle sell. No, not me. That's my friend. I don't have time for I barely have time to crochet. I just cannot add anything else on my list between my two-time full-time job and crocheting. That's enough for me. I just told I would put it up there so that, just in case anyone is interested, that is the site you can go to. Just helping out a friend, helping out a friend. I'm working on a border for the blue granny squares I made. Oh, okay. So I was working on finishing my little dancer because I was like, I cannot believe that I was so tired because I wanted to get the little dancer done before we went to Houston because it's for my friend that's in Houston, and I was so tired. I was staying up late, and I finally got it together, put it in the my luggage, and I said, "Okay." And then when I started looking, I was like, "OMG, I had already started this doll." Had I think I had everything done. I'm trying to remember if I had to do anything. 'Cause the ears were there, the legs were there, the shoes, maybe the bow. Maybe the bow was the only thing I had not done. So now I gotta put it all together. I said, "Typical me, typical me." That's what I get for doing, because I pulled out all the bags that I had to see what was in the bags, and boom, after I finished the one doll, I see one that I had already started, all the things done. So that one will just be in my Etsy shop. I like doing that, smiley face, um, fanny pack, crossbody bag, whatever it is, until it was time to put it all together, put those grannies together. It's only 4 granny squares, but, like, those 2 are the right way, that one is the wrong way, and the one on the back is turned upside down. Ask me how I did that. I will not be able to tell you. I am not good at putting, stuff together, not at all. Working on a doll after I eat. Did you get Aniqua's new pattern? Yeah, I paid for it, but I haven't even started it. I'm looking at like there's something about those hips and legs things I don't too much care for. I used to collect smiley faces. Oh, did you? That's cute. And she did that's from Ledeser. Anyway, one of my African queens that I follow. She did that, and then she did grant a backpack smiley face. Now let me see. Did she do anything else? I think, and I saw the backpack. I was like, "Oh, okay now." But her smiley faces are bigger for the backpack. But this one, I just want to do as a little purse, something cute, something different. And I think I'm going to do that backpack too. But because I have bags and bags and bags and bags and bags and bags of unfinished stuff, I need to get some of that stuff finished before I start anything else. That's a lot said. We know me. I'm gonna start something else just because. Hey, Gloria, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you get a thumbs up. I hope you're feeling better. Let me see. Let me see. It's the hips, yeah. But I'm going to change it when I do it. I bought the companion pack too. No, I didn't buy the companion pack. I still have some of her yarn here, and I look over at I used it for the doll that had the, exaggerated, um, wave, whatever it was, that hairstyle with exaggerated waves, and I don't know, that yarn is thicker. I don't know. I didn't wanna buy any more because I have enough skein tone to last me a lifetime. So, I said, "No, I'm not gonna buy any more." When I went to the Dollar Tree, um I bought some yarn, but I bought it because I wanted to make the oh, what you got on you? You got some orange on you? Yeah, got orange on her. I wanted to make those peeps, so that's why I went to the Dollar Tree and just bought some of that their little plushy yarn. Melanie say hi to Gloria. I say hi to Gloria. Yeah, and those hips, I was like, hmm. I said, I'll get the pattern. One day I'll do it. Did you ever do the Kayla doll, I got lost in the sauce with trying to figure out, um, the leg. Let me see, the turtleneck top and then putting in the leg. I was lost, and I kept looking through the, comments to see, other than myself, was anybody else lost, and it looked like a whole lot of other people were lost too. But I was trying to find someone to explain those legs and the turtleneck part. I never got it never got finished. But I like that doll. She's really cute. One day I'll figure it out and I'll do it. I'm collecting many, many patterns. And I can always, even when I watched, because she doesn't show you how she does anything. The only When I did the little dancer, she did do her, um how she does her bow. So that was helpful. Hey Diane, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you get a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? Gloria said hi to Renee and no, to Regina and Melanie. Yes, her yarn has a different yeah, yeah. I don't like it. I don't like the it just feels thicker to me or something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, in a pinch, I have the purple and the ocean color, and I don't know what that brown is, but I got some of the browns. I have plenty of it to play with. Miss Glow talking about food. Now I have to go get some lasagna I have cooling upstairs. Oh, I must have missed something about food. Who said something about food? Oh, I must have missed that. Haven't done the Kayla doll yet. Yeah. I like that doll. She's pretty. But I was like, this is sometimes she just works your brain. And I don't feel like my brain needs to be worked that hard. Gloria said I did a thumbs up and yes, I'm feeling better. Great. Just got in. I had a doctor's appointment picking up prescriptions and a few other things. Oh, I sent my supervisor an email. I said, I have a few appointments this month. I said, the joy of getting old. I have like four, I think four appointments, and one of them is dental. Um, one, two, three, four. Yeah, I think it's four appointments. I put all her patterns in a notebook. So now that I retired, I will work on them. Her yarn feels dry. Is that what it is? Um, I it's over there. It's looking at me, but it's just I don't know. I don't like the texture of it. I don't know. Hola Maritza, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you get a thumbs up. What are you working on? What's your weather like? Are you enjoying? Yeah, Melanie, how's retirement? One day I might get there. One a day. I'm gonna have to use all of my retirement money to get a new roof for the house. I'm gonna buy a newer car, not a brand new, a newer car with low mileage because my car is 17 years old. And by the time I retire, it'll be 21 if it lasts that long. So I'm gonna dip into the funds and buy a car, pay off the house and my debt, and I'm gonna be sitting around crocheting and being on lives, checking out what's going on in the YouTube streets because I don't know what the heck is happening half the time. I don't have that kind of time on my hands. Did I see that? Oh, she said, hola. Yeah, me too, one day. I know. Loving it, still get up early to take my son to school, but I love it. Please. The only one I'm gonna be taking to school is myself. I need to do my I have to renew my nursing license this year, and I have to renew it 2 years after that, and hopefully that'll take me into retirement. And then I can put on my license retired. As they say, best laid plans. At least I have a plan. Some people don't even have a plan. I just can't imagine what it's like. I keep trying to tell my daughter, better get you a good job, girl, because you're going to end up not being able to afford this house. In Florida, we have between my homeowner's insurance is more than my real estate taxes. Mm. Saying hi to Maritza. That's what I thought, Gigi, but I like being out and doing things. Haven't been on YouTube much. Well, I'm not the one I'm a real homebody. I'm just as content with my yarn, watching some crime show, and I'm good. There is only other thing I'm gonna be doing is traveling, and my travel is not much because I can't fly all over the world like I'd like to. So I'll be probably doing more cruises than, flying out of the country. And football will be like my main source of entertainment. My friends and I are supposed to be going to Essence Festival this year, which I thought was going to be the 30th anniversary, but it's actually the 29th. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to go to the 30th anniversary as well. But what I want to do is go to more craft shows. That's the one thing that I don't do because I work. I'm usually working on the freaking weekends. So, and then when I take time off for my birthday, which is in August, it's really hot, and I'm going to the training camp. Training camp starts at the end of July, so I'm a homebody, but I treat myself to light shopping or eating out at a cafe, trying to get rid of this weight now. Also, again, listen, the battle of the bulge. I'm been on the battle of the bulge forever. And having a sedentary job does not help. I did buy my stationary bike and I was good on it for a while. Now I'm back to trying to get up and walk more because the stationary bike, I'm still sitting on my duff and I don't want to be sitting on my duff. So I said, well, let me walk more. But now when we have more iguanas in the neighborhood, I don't want to walk outside. So I just walk in the house. I hate iguanas. Oh, they just creep me out. I was taking my daughter to work one day and two of them came out of like nowhere. And I'm driving and I'm screaming and I stopped. Thank God nobody was behind me. I just stopped. My daughter was like, they're invasive anyway. Just run over them. I was like, no, I don't want to feel that lump. So I just pulled off because cars were starting to come and I just pulled off. And sure enough, one of them was under the tire and it went over it. And then I looked in the rearview mirror and it's just rolling. I was like, ah. So I said, From now on, I'm getting the middle lane because if they're coming from over there, I can at least get out of the way. Those things are creepy. I can't stand them. I'm such lizards, iguanas, frogs, snakes. No, thank you. I just can't. I just can't. I know I live in a tropical state, but I can't stand them. Hey, Angela, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? But I'm such a chicken when it comes to that stuff. Oh, I can't stand it. These things that they're invasive, they're not native to Florida, but people bring these little critters. Ugh, I can't stand it. Where is here? Gotta have all my equipment close by. I was watching, I can't remember her. I can't remember. Is it? Oh, I can't remember her channel, but she was talking about, and I see those um pink um the Edmu. Anyway, the pink crochet hooks, and I was like, oh yeah, they're cute, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna spend my money. I have too many crochet hooks now. Half of them I spend time looking for because they're in some project that I don't know where they are. I said, I am not buying. I was so tempted to buy them because they were pink. They were so pretty. I said, nope, not doing it. And she said, oh, it's been in my Amazon shop for, or my Amazon my list on Amazon for a while. I said, yep, it was on mine too, and I took it off. I said, I'm not buying that. They were so tempting though. Now, if they made some purple ones, they might get my money. Wish Clover would make some purple ones. Clover are my favorite hooks, all-time favorite hooks. Miss Serena says hello. Hello, Miss Serena. How are you? Hope you're doing well and behaving in school and getting straight A's or whatever. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I think, don't they have letter grades now? I'm not sure. It's chilly right now and I'm fighting another cold. Oh no, not the cold. When we went to Houston, um I had my mask because I took an Uber to the airport. So I had my mask on. I think I'm just gonna pull this other stuff apart. Um, and the Uber driver had his on too. And so, we're in South Florida, so there's no telling what language the drivers are gonna be. They know how to drive, but English is not their first language. But I was glad he had his mask on too. So my whole day started off getting to the airport real slow because there's so much traffic early in the morning. Everybody's going to work. So I get there, get checked in, and it took so long. And my friend was calling. I said, "Are they getting ready to board?" She says they had called for boarding. I told her I'll get there. And my cowgirl hat, I left it on the conveyor belt. Totally forgot about it. Standing in line at Starbucks, need to get me some coffee and a bagel, and they were taking forever. I'm like, why is everything taking forever? Finally get that and realize I had left the hat. But I didn't want to leave until I got my coffee and want somebody grabbing my coffee or my bagel, saying it's theirs. Because so many people were waiting, and you know how that goes. Somebody get angry and grab whatever's there. So after I got that, I went back up there and the man had the hat. So ran back downstairs, got there, found my friend. They weren't boarding. People were standing waiting to get on the plane, but they were having issues. And it's so funny. The guy says, be patient with us. There's only two of us. I was like, okay, they're having problems already. And the turbulence was awful. I don't know why there was so much turbulence, but ooh, I understand when there's the weather is bad, but we had nice clear weather. Where'd you go to, Melanie? Oh, there you are.
Okay, let me close. I know I gotta close something. Let's see. Am I back?
Yep, you're there.
Okay. I had to close some window. Look, I haven't done this in a long time.
Get back on the stick, girl.
I gotta remember what I'm doing, what I can't do, what I gotta close. Now
Ooh,
let's
get
see.
back
I
on this.
couldn't even remember my passwords. I told you I ain't really been on here. Let's see, I can't see the chat, so let me fix it so I can see the chat. I haven't really been on here. Okay. Hey Angie.
Says Regina says that reminds me of Kalisha from the Quirky Monday podcast. She refers to baby lizards as baby Godzilla's frogs and lizards creep her out. I call them dinosaurs.
Little dinosaurs.
I can't stand them. They drive me crazy. And
As long as they
I
stay
like,
little.
I don't like them little, small, whatever. But when it's cool, you don't see them because they go underneath my house. That's how I feel about it. They go underneath my house. And I like the little cool because I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to see them. And as soon as the weather gets warm, they come out. Ugh.
Yeah, ours are in California where I live. They're all over. We got the baby ones. We got the fat ones. They're probably about maybe 8 inches long, maybe. The well-fed ones can get a little bigger, but you stomp at them and they run.
I
You
know it,
know.
but I just don't want them around. And then they come into the house, and
Oh
then
no, we
I
don't have that.
oh, honey, if you open the door and they're right there, they are in your
Um,
house. And I hardly ever go out the front door because I always go out at the garage. And my daughter comes in the front and she'll go out and leave the door. I said, close the door. I do not want lizards in here. Oh,
uh, uh,
I can't stand them.
uh.
They creep.
Yeah, we don't get them in the house probably because we don't really. They don't come up near the door or anywhere near. They don't want you to bother them, so they don't get too close. They're on the walls or hiding
Ours are
somewhere.
lonely. They come and I have
Maybe you guys need more cats. You need more cats
You know,
around.
there's lots of cats around my house. I haven't seen a whole bunch of them like I used to, but there are feral cats everywhere. And one day I was in the family room watching TV, and I see the cat. I wanted the black cats because we got all the colors you can think of cats. They're all around, and I saw the cat, and the cat was like, you know how they mess with their food or
Yeah,
prey or whatever before they kill them, and he was
yeah.
doing that, and I was like, what is that cat doing? Now I'm thinking all of this time that these bigger ones are lizards. My daughter says, no, those are baby iguanas. I was like, oh my God. Well, he went to town on that thing. That was his lunch.
Baby
I said, you
iguanas. Yeah,
stay
we
here all the time, baby doll. I will
we
not.
got real just lizards. We don't have any iguanas, thank goodness. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And when I used to golf, the iguanas hang out at the golf courses, where the water is, like they own the place.
You
Ew.
feel like they own the place.
They own, girl. And I every time I see one, I'm like, uh-uh. let me go this way because I don't even want. And the alligators come out on the golf courses too.
Oh hell no.
I
Hell,
haven't
hell,
I have
hell no.
not had the unfortunate experience of seeing one, but when the news always they have, and they are huge. They're not
See,
little,
that
they are
would keep me
huge.
doing miniature golf. I would just do miniature golf for the safety because there are so many alligator stories, snatching people,
Yeah.
making people have one limb and all that on land and in the sea. And
Mhm.
no, anywhere they may be, I will not be. That's just how it's gonna be. And I do want to come to Florida, but I don't need to see any gators. That's nothing I need to see unless it's on my plate. I've tried, I don't know if it was crocodile or alligator bites. Oh, they were good at
Alligator
Bass
bite.
Pro. They were
Alligator bite.
good.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, Bass Pro stopped serving it. But yeah, like a little appetizer. It was like, I don't know if it was crocodile, alligator, whatever. One of them
Oh,
gators.
you
It was
said
good.
alligator bites. They're alligators.
That
There's a
that's
difference.
See, I know there's a difference, but all of a sudden after COVID they stopped serving it and I was like, oh, okay, well. And they were like, yeah, something happened with the supply and this and that. And I was like,
Mhm.
oh, okay. But that's
That's
the
what
only place I want to see the alligators on my plate. Other
I
than that,
my girlfriend came
mm-mm.
when I first got out of the army. My girlfriend came to visit me, and she's like, "I want to see the alligator." I'm like, I looked at her with, "Who the hell wants to see alligators? I don't want to see these alligators." So I asked my daddy,
Too
"Oh,
unpredictable.
where are the alligators?" And he told me where to go. I
Yeah.
was petrified. And first, you pull up, and they're all lounging right there where you have to park. They're just lounging there, sunbathing or whatever. I'm like,
Waiting for those people that can't run or walk fast enough. They probably got all kind of little limbs and arms in their belly of the folks that couldn't run fast enough or the little kids that didn't mind their parents and walked off and,
yep,
you know,
yep,
living in the gator's belly. Not
yep.
me. I'm good.
So we
Mm-mm.
see them doggone gators, and we were on that boat, and the guy was stopped, and he's got to give his little speech and all. And there was a bird next to the boat, and all my mind could see was the gator coming out of the water to get the bird and miss the bird and be in the boat.
Thank
That's
you.
all I kept saying to myself. He has got to move this boat.
Yep.
And
Yep.
sure enough, he's sitting there, a gator comes, he gets a blowfish. I think it was a blowfish, and you could see him, and he twirls around in the water real fast,
Yep.
comes out of the water and goes into the forest area. I was like, oh yeah, he needs to move this boat. He's got to move.
Yeah.
I
See,
want
I'm
to get
not amazed at all those natural. If I was in a zoo, yes, but I don't need to see an alligator. I no. Mm-mm.
I've had turtle soup before, and it was on somebody lying to me, not telling me that's
I
that's what I was eating.
hate when people do that.
But I do like me some alligator.
Yeah, that's how I first tried chitlins. Somebody had fried them, and they knew I was always like, "Oh no, it's something I don't want to eat." And
Mhm.
they were like, "How do you like that? How do you like that?" What were they calling it? Fried chicken skin or something like that. I was like, "This is really good. Give me some more." And then they were like later, "You eating chitlins?" I said, "Oh well, hell, it tastes good. It's too late now."
Too
I
late
said, "I
now,
guess
that's
I like
right.
fried chitlins. I like fried chitlins because." I can't say I didn't like it, but I like them fried. But my aunt, I tried hers before and I liked it, but she went through a lot to make them. She cleaned them
Oh, yeah.
very well,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and
I
it's a
used to buy
process.
it and clean it.
Everybody doesn't do that process well.
Yep. My uncle made some, and at first I thought he was, like, washing, because I was young then, and I thought he was washing, like, towels or something because he just kept going up and down. I'm like, "What is
Hmm.
he doing?" And then I found out what it was, like, "Oh, okay."
Gotta watch it. Hey, Kelly. Kelly from I Bring It.
Yeah. Hi, how are you? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you get a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? Say hi to Melanie and Angie saying hello. Yeah,
I'm
I'll
working on
try
this
anything.
one. I'm working on this Aniqua pattern, the July.
I don't know if I have that one or not.
It is, what is she? The Julie Cutie Patootie.
No, I don't think I have
It was
that.
the July Cal last year, and I had missed it when she first did it. So when
Mm,
she came back around to it, I snatched it up. This little one, and unfortunately, I never crochet when you're sleepy.
no,
Um,
they come out a hot mess. Uh-oh, she froze.
yeah, you can't crochet when you half asleep. It don't. And then I'm gonna work on this one later.
I
The
haven't seen.
pipsqueak.
You
Let
know
me see
what?
if you can see it.
I thought I bought that, but I cannot find the pattern at all. And I've searched my entire.
Sometimes if she sent it to you, sometimes what would when I've been going through just last week, I said I'm gonna sit on my email and go through all of her patterns. She would send them three different ways. Either if it was where she said join the Facebook group, she would do it on that, and then you would have to figure out how to print it. She would send it through this email and it would say Brandon. Or she would send it through the my, it would say my kind of thing, or it would have her name, Aniqua. So sometimes when you go to your email, you might want to search and just put in the name Brandon sometimes, or put in my kind of thing, university, or my kind of thing, or her name, Aniqua. Because it was tricky finding, because I was like, I know I bought these patterns. Where are they? And I had to go back starting, let me see, when I first started getting her things was 2017.
Oh
I
wow.
went back, things that I had saved or put a star on, because I was like, ooh, I'll never find this again. But yeah, you really, it's tricky how she sends them to you sometimes, because whoever this Brandon is, I don't
Yeah,
know if it's just
that's
e-
the guy that's been. Is
helping
he? Isn't he the one that's her partner?
nep- nephew or something. I don't know, but I know for a while he was handling things, and I would have to email and say, hey, I didn't get this. I got the companion pack, but I didn't get you never sent me the printed pack. Did you ever buy a companion pack
I
to
bought
one of
two or three of them.
so maybe if this is one of them to the July or the pipsqueak,
No, I don't
you
think she was doing the yarn back then when she did that
because
one.
one of them I do, it's not this one, but it's this one, the pipsqueak. I have the companion pack, the yarn that goes to this. I bought
The
the
but
yarn.
the first companion pack I got was for the one with the crazy hair, um, and the mermaid. Those were the only
Okay.
2
I
that I
got a
remember.
mermaid one. I did the pipsqueak one, but then they did not send me the pattern. And I had to say, hey, I never got my pattern. He was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then he had to send it to me. So
Mhm.
that has happened a couple times. But yeah, it's tricky trying to go back and find it. Because
Yeah, I
I
don't know
have, let me see, I printed
'cause
out a
I
whole
wanted
bunch.
to make the pipsqueak one because it was a smaller doll than all of her other dolls, and that was the reason
All
why I wanted
this,
it.
all this is her patterns I've bought. So what I'm doing is I'm going through printing up a picture because some of them I've had to, go through
Mhm.
and look on YouTube and
Yep.
capture the picture.
Yep.
And then because she would do it on Facebook,
Mhm.
and then you got to print it off of Facebook or she'll email it to you. And it's kind of weird sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that's
you have
why
to,
that the one for this one, I'm just waiting for her to send out all of the
that's what
pa
I do.
and then I'll print it all because it's
That's
crazy.
that's exactly what I do. I wait. until everyone's gone through and said, "Oh, you missed this. Oh, you," so she could do all the corrections.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last day when she does all the pieces together, because this one, even though I did buy this doll,
Which one?
Saffron, the fall harvest doll,
Bring her up. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, okay.
I bought that doll from her when she had her little sale because I said, you
Mhm.
know what? Mother's Day's coming up, my mother's birthday and Christmas. I said, let me buy her some of these already made dolls in case I don't get to it. Yes, I did. And my mother doesn't mind whether I made them or not. She just likes, the cute dolls. I printed this one up.
Oh, I don't know her.
Penelope Holland.
Oh, I think I do. See, I haven't bought all those patterns. Every now and again, if something pops up like that one, if it pops up again, I'll get her because
Yeah,
I
I
like that.
bought them, but I don't do them until I don't be up here stressing, talking about, oh, I got to do it.
Hmm.
Dewey.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that one at all.
She said, I say I didn't want to do it, but I see certain little aspects of the pattern that I want. So I'll go on and that's sprinkles.
No,
Yeah.
no
She
sprinkles.
looks like a little
I think
cupcake.
I think those are the dewy one I remember, but the sprinkle one may have been before my time. I'm not
Hey,
sure.
Marisa. Eh,
Turn the other way. Yeah, that one I started her. She ain't finished. She may never get finished.
she is the pink wonder.
Yep, I started her.
You said I started her. I haven't. I knew I wasn't gonna mess with myself like that. I didn't even start it. And that's Kamba.
Um, I don't
Yeah.
think I bought her.
Yeah. Kamba. Yeah, that's her name. Kamba. And so I could start making little boys. I think this is Elijah.
Oh, I have that. I
Yeah,
have.
he's Elijah. And I know you probably have this one. I think I remember you got her. The fall fashionista.
Yeah, I have her.
Yeah, so those are the
I have two.
ones.
I have two boys. This one I got because I wanted to just have a basic body, and that's
Yes,
from
yeah.
some
That's
chick.
funny. I have that too.
I don't know how I say her name, but
Girl, yeah, I don't know how to say it, but I got that one. Oh, here's Kayla.
yeah, she's so cute. But
She is.
auntie, I bought this just because when I did my Cupid, my little fat Cupid doll, I wanted
Uh-huh.
that hair.
Oh
I
yeah.
wanted to know how they did that hair because I one of the Mexicans or whatever I think she's from Mexico had a Cupid doll and she did the whole doll, but she never showed how she did the hair. So then I went on
Mm,
Etsy looking for that hair. I said, I got to figure out how they did that hair. Then when I did it, I was like, oh, okay.
that's the nurse.
Oh, did I see somebody that did it? I think Barbara did it. Did Barbara do a nurse? Is that nurse by
Somebody somebody did. And this was the two, I think it's the two yarns, two skein uh ballerina, where you just use two, the skin tone, and then you're supposed to just use one for her outfit and hair and all that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's when she did that one. So like I said, I got a bunch of hers. Some of them I got to go search the picture out and put it with the pattern because of the way she sent it, or
Mm-hmm.
it didn't always come in a PDF or something
This
that was
one,
easily downloadable. I've got her. Isn't she the kindergartner or something?
Lemon Blossom.
Okay.
This
Because
is
there's
by
one from that same lady that I have. It's called the kindergartner. I like
mm,
her patterns. Look, I should make a book of hers too. I think this is the Candy Girl or Lemonade or Candy Girls or something like that.
oh, I did. I don't know if I ever finished her because the way she explained how to do the shorts just threw me way off.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta just kind of do your thing.
Your own thing. Yep.
You really do because
Oh, here's
yeah,
another
it don't
basic.
always. And I got that little
Here's
dancer
another
one.
basic boy pattern too.
I got him. We
Yep.
probably got a lot of the same doll patterns, I
Mhm.
guarantee you, because like I said, I'm gonna go
Oh
through
yeah,
all my patterns.
here's Elijah and his buddy
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
JoJo.
From Ornika,
Yeah,
Olivia, and me. I got JoJo. Her favorite pattern I like making is the elf.
yeah, I have that one too.
That
And
little
of course,
elf for
I
Christmas
got
is
my
so
sugar
darn
wooger.
cute.
I love doing my little sugar wooger.
I haven't done the sugar boogers yet. I haven't
Ah,
gotten that pattern and tried that one yet. I know I see you got them. It looks
it
like it's cute and quick. So I'll probably
it
do it
is.
one day because it looks cute and quick.
Yep.
But yeah, I just been
I
up here. I need to stay off of Temu or whoever and stop
Timu,
buying all these little,
Timu
that's
gonna
where I
have
buy all my little
all of our information.
accessories. Huh?
They're gonna have all of our information. I haven't bought anything off of Timu since I bought those little dolls, shoes and stuff. And it was like a waste of money for me because I haven't made a doll. Oh, where's my I don't have it in here. But I was working on making toes.
Yeah,
Doing
I'm gonna let you make the toes and watch.
I did the
You can
toes. And one the first one I did, they looked okay. I even made the sandal because I wanted her to wear thong sandals. I said, if I'm making these toes, they ain't getting covered up. And then the second one I did was much bigger than the first one. I was like, okay, I'm about over this already.
see, but it's some folks that have one foot bigger than the other. So roll with it.
I was gonna do that, but then it kept bugging me. It just
I
kept
know,
bugging me.
I know it does. But like I said, she says, Nene says the dolls are cute. Yeah, I'm gonna get back into them. I rearranged my junky kitchen slash craft area. That's why you see all these tubs. Um, some of them have a bunch of doll bodies that I need. I have about 40 small doll bodies because I'll just sit there and make the small doll bodies and then go back later and do all the rest.
Mm-mm.
So I got about 40 of those, some mermaid tails, my accessories, the tennis shoes. Like you say, you bought tennis shoes. I got these little Converse, little,
Mm.
some are black, some are white, some are sparkly. Two tubs of dolls here that when I want to feel like selling again, because I done got so lazy. But
Mm-mm.
yeah, all my supplies I've got right here in these tubs. Let me see, the tubs of disaster. Because my husband was like, why are you stacking them? I said, cause I want everything that I need right here. So when I'm sitting here at night, if I need a brooch, I get into this tub. If I need shoes, I get into that one, and then
Mhm.
the other side is just kind of like my stuff that I would use when I'm selling desk stuff, labels and all that. But yeah, I got it all right here now. He got me a new Centro. I think it was for Christmas. I used it once. I used it once. I haven't got because when it started dropping stitches, it get on my damn nerves. It's
You know what? I mean, my Centro worked perfectly. And then I was watching this thing um, of how to clean it. So I took it apart. Biggest mistake I ever made. It's dropped stitches left and right after that. The clicker wouldn't click right anymore, wouldn't count right. And I was so ticked off and I ordered
yeah,
another. It's like no better. I mean, I had the one that worked perfectly until I took it apart. I
yeah,
said,
and
the
there's
next one's
so
gonna have a whole skein of stuffing in it before I ever take it apart again.
that they're so cheap now though. You could get them for like $50. So that's what my husband had gotten this one. And I wasn't, you got to be smooth when you're doing it and keep it at a certain speed, and I was messing around and I'm not good at fixing the drop stitches yet. So
Me either. And I've watched what's her name? Um Juju Jojo. I've
yeah,
watched
yeah,
her tutorial on how to do it. I said if I knew how to knit, it would make more sense to me.
that's what I was gonna say. If I knew how to knit, it would make sense to me. But it right now, well,
Yeah.
Angie said she got I also have the sugar wooger too, the basic boy
Mhm.
pattern too. Yeah. Yeah. I've only made one boy doll, and that was for my grandson when he was about 2 or 3. I made a little doll that looked like him. And boy, he carried that doll everywhere. Where his mother was like, "Yeah, we got to put it up," because she said he's gonna wear it out. It's yarn, and I don't want him to, wear it out like that. But yeah, I made a little doll of him, and that's the only boy doll I've ever made. I need to make another one because I have a second grandson now, so I need
Ooh,
to make
second
another
grand.
one.
You a
He's
granny?
in Arizona. Yeah, I got a 6-year-old and a 1-year old.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. My older son. So went to Arizona to visit them and caught the COVID and came home.
Mm,
Should have been
mm,
wearing masks around all them people. That's my fault because we drove out there, but I would go down to the bar area. It was bar slash kitchen and order some food to take back up. I
mhm.
should have been wearing masks around them people. That was I'm the only one that caught it. The only one. So it
I
had to be the
told
time when I was by myself, and I because normally I would go down with my husband or my kids and order food and come back up. I went down by myself that time,
mhm,
2 days before we left, and I started feeling that little sore throat. So it wasn't bad though because I've had all my shots, so it wasn't
right.
bad at all. It wasn't, and I'm going to look and see if it's time for my booster because I don't care what anybody say. It,
I'm a way overdue for my booster, I know. But
I
and
was.
every time I think about going to do it, then I'm gonna be going somewhere and I don't want to be sick, already
Yeah,
before I
I
get
got sick
somewhere.
for maybe a day or two. I felt fluish, but it
Hmm.
was better than what I probably would have felt had I not gotten it,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Like I'm a,
After I get my blood work done, then I'll go and do that
yeah,
again.
I got to see if I'm ready for the next cuz people are catching RSV. They're already, saying they want us to wear masks and I'm fine with that. Do I
Mhm.
like it? No. Am I gonna do it? Yeah, cuz I don't like being sick. Especially since I'm retired.
I know.
I don't
When we
want
were
to be have to
on that
be in the
plane,
bed.
that girl next to us, she started coughing. I was like, "Damn, where's my mask? I should have
Girl,
put
I
it back on."
stay. And what's bad, I stay with mask in my purse. I just ordered some off of Amazon. Some like cloth black. I stay with them. I pass them
Mhm.
out to people. And yeah, I got caught slipping, but it won't happen again. Because when we go back in March, people gonna be looking at me like and be like, yes, I am masked up for the gods because I am not.
There's a a lady that works at Target. Every time I go in there, she got her mask on. She's on
Hmm.
point, and she wears it correctly because most people got it below their nose. I'm like, what good is that doing you? You're
Yeah,
breathing
yeah,
in,
yeah.
idiot.
It was my fault. I got caught slipping. I'm the only one, thank God, in my family that got it. My son recently, he been home since Thursday. He got the flu, but and I kept testing him. Girl, I was like, take the test today, take it today. So it's basically a little flu that he got, and I give him masks too. I said, look, when you're in class, if somebody is coughing or doing something around you or whatever, people don't cover their. I don't know if y'all noticed, but people don't cover their mouth anymore when they cough.
Mm,
They
mm,
stop.
mm,
It's over. People sneeze all out in the open.
mm.
They cough all out without, covering their mouths now. So
Spread all those
yeah,
germs.
it's that courtesy cover your mouth, it's gone. It's
And
it's
wash
over.
your hands. Wash your hands. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
girl. I it's bad, but like I said, they caught me slipping this time. But when I go back, I shall not be.
Mm-mm.
No, no, no. Yeah,
It's out there. It's out to get
it
us.
is. I guess I'm glad I retired because I didn't have to take any time off of work and I could just relax and I knew I wasn't gonna have a lot of work to do when I came back to work because I was sick or anything. So
Yep.
that's good. But
Yeah, when I got it last year, I was like, "Whoo, child." My friend said, called me and says, "Are you sick?" I said, "I don't feel too good." She's like, "I'm just letting you know now. I test positive COVID." I was like, "What?"
what happened? What happened?
We were on the cruise. We took that cruise, the Miami
Oh,
Dolphins cruise.
I was twirling. I was
What
twirling.
were
So
you?
I
Oh,
was
my
I was
friend.
out the loop. Fell out the window for a minute.
Oh, my friend and I ended up with COVID after the cruise.
Oh, okay.
But she called me and asked me if I was sick, and I was like, I don't feel too good. She's like, well, I'm letting you know I tested positive for COVID. And I was like, what?
Oh, damn.
I did the test before I even did the solution and stuff. I said, this is positive. I can already see it's
You could
positive.
fit. Mine popped up positive like so quick. And I
Hmm.
think I had been feeling sick. It was like the second or third day. It popped up so quick. And I texted my husband. I said, he was in the other room. I said, when you come in here, you might want to wear a mask. I got the cooties.
Oh my goodness.
I said, yeah, I got the cooties. And he said, what? He kept walking in there. He's like, what? Really? I was like, yes. And so we all tested, and I was the only one. So I got put in seclusion. Girl, you catch this. My family all had masks on, the N95. They were spraying me, not me, but like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hear them close my door and I hear the Lysol spraying me up, spraying when they come in, spraying it. I'm like, y'all need to quit. But I was doing the same thing. I would do the
Yeah.
same thing. But we were Lysoled up. All you could smell was Lysol up in here. Mm-mm.
When I got him, I told my daughter, I just closed my door. I swear, I only got up to go to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
For 2 days, it knocked me out. I was like,
Oh,
"Ooh, this is something." I said, "I
yeah.
can't even imagine what people went through before that
See,
vaccine."
maybe because I had the shots, it just made my nose run a lot. My throat was sore. That
Mm-mm,
was about it. My nose would not stop running. And that's how it affected me the first time and this time. Because that's what made me test. I said, wow, my nose is just, I cannot stop blowing my nose. Test it. And they said, yeah, girl, it's back. So I thank God I had gotten my shot maybe 2 months before. Because
mhm.
the doctor said, you're due. And I said, really? And they just popped me with that and the flu shot.
Yeah, I haven't had a flu shot since I was in the Army.
Yeah, they popped me with that and the flu. I'm teaching my little boss how to cover her mouth. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
so
That's
important.
how you do it. Teach them when they're young.
And they,
And if
you know,
somebody coughs around you and they don't cover their mouth, cover yours. If somebody
mhm,
starts all that hacking, you just be like, I'm gonna
mhm.
cover my mouth since you didn't cover yours.
Yep, and walk away.
Yeah, walk away.
Opposite direction.
Yes, run. Hurry up, run, because it's that season.
Mhm.
Because it's raining here now. It's rained yesterday. Rain today. California has gotten a lot of rain. We need it. People complain, but we need it.
Yeah,
We
my
really
friend lives in
do.
San Diego. When they were having those storms, I was like, "Are you all right?" First, she was all upset
Oh,
because that hurricane was coming, and I was
oh,
like, "You lived in Florida, you know what to expect." She's like, "I
yeah.
know, I haven't been there because she hasn't been here in years."
Oh, yeah. You go to certain states, you know what the weather, what is, ain't nothing new.
Yeah, they got that. I was like, "Oh, they getting hit with all the water in one month.
Yeah,
They can't
yeah. A
say
lot of
it rains in
our
Southern California anymore."
our lakes and rivers. I know by where my mother lived in Lake Elsinore, the lake was so low that they had signs up saying beware, stay away. It had toxic algae blooms because the
Mm,
water level had gotten so low when the algae was exposed. It was toxic algae blooms. Now it went from like 24 to 37, the level of 37, and where they used to have walkways and stuff, it's all flooded. You can't
mm.
walk in. And so people are like, "Oh my gosh, it's awful." I'm like, be quiet, because then you will have a dry season, and you'll be upset about that.
And you
You know,
see the fires in Texas? Ooh.
yeah. In the Panhandle area where my family is, they been saying they
Oh,
okay,
wow.
but yeah, that Texarkana is where my family is. Texarkana, Atlanta, Douglasville, all those areas, and that's never happened. That's why when I saw it, I was like, "What's going on? What's going on in
I was
Texas?"
I was shocked when I
I was
saw that.
shocked too. And then
That
they
is
say it was raining from last night up until this morning. Yeah, all
we
the
haven't
states
had
are
any
catching it.
we haven't had any rain in a while. But when I saw that rain in Texas, I said, "Let me turn my sprinklers on.
because
Let's
you
have
know
some
it's coming.
moisture around here.
Yeah, yeah. We haven't. My husband had turned the sprinklers off for a while because we every week we get rain for a couple days every week, and so he's like, "Yeah, I'm just letting Mother Nature do it." And I was like, "Yep, that's how they are in Texas. A lot of people don't have front yard sprinklers because they get rain often. You know, they don't have to have sprinkler
Oh,
system. But now, like I said, I'm not mad. We need the water. I mean, yeah, it's inconvenient, but get an umbrella
yep.
and stop driving so fast."
Yep. You won't be flying into nothing. I don't know. We had a little girl that got swallowed up by a hole out in the beach. Somebody had dug a
A
deep hole.
sinkhole?
Huh?
A sinkhole?
No, it wasn't a sinkhole. They were out at the beach. Someone dug a hole, and
Uh-huh.
her and her brother were playing in it, and the sand caved in on them. They got the little boy out, but the little girl died.
Oh,
And
man.
I was like, "What?" And they were saying if there was a lifeguard there, then somebody would have been able to you know, it would have been prevented that she would have died. I said, they didn't have a lifeguard? I was shocked that they didn't have a
Yeah.
lifeguard, but they said that area has not had a lifeguard, and it's probably because it's a retirement area. So they haven't had, and lifeguards cost money.
Yes, they
I
do.
gotta pay for those lifeguards.
Yes, they do.
Now that's the big push in that area now is to get a lifeguard. But I was like, they didn't have a lifeguard? And they were saying that some man said he actually saw somebody that had been making that hole.
Oh, man.
And I know they were saying that they tell people not to dig the holes, but
Yeah,
if there's nobody out there watching them, and children don't know any better. They were from,
they
I
just
want
want to
to say
have fun.
Minnesota or somewhere, and
Yeah, that's one thing you got to be careful with the beach with that. My parents used to tell me about that, and that was back in the shoot 70s and stuff, 60s, 70s. They were like, yeah, when we would go to beaches, they would be careful and really be looking around and this and that and not be too close to the shore and stuff like that
mhm,
because they were saying people dig holes and
mhm,
when they're not filled correctly or you think you're stepping into and it's really filled with water with a little sand floating on top, there you go.
yep,
So that's why they tell you not to dig holes like that because it can be dangerous. But like you said, you go to the beach and what you see, people digging holes with their
yep,
pails and
yep,
shovels and
yep, making
trying to
their
dig.
little
Yeah,
designs and all that stuff. I'm like, man.
yeah,
I said, I
that's
just can't.
sad.
I can't even imagine.
That
You
poor baby.
come to Florida with two children and go home with one.
Uh,
I can't even.
never, never, never. Yeah, no.
Uh, They get caught. I was like, they tried. There were so many. They had, of course, video after video after video. People just digging and digging and digging. And somebody saw because she was underneath her brother. And they could grab the boy, but she was already, and they were
Too
digging, and
deep.
she was already,
Poor
she was
baby.
in that for like 15 minutes before they finally found her. So you can't go without air for
No,
minutes,
not
and
at
you're
all.
on top of that. So she definitely can't. I was like, wow,
Make you never want to go to the beach again.
child. Mm,
No, like I said, when I go, I go to the beach differently. I'll lay up on there and I'll go in the water up to my knees, and I'm not the one that has to go out and swim in the ocean. No, that's why God made swimming pools. It's a bit safer.
yep.
I've seen so many stories where people are swimming in the ocean, and I do it all the time. And this man and his son were killed because they're out there swimming in the ocean with a group of people. What do
Hmm.
they call that? A riptide came,
Yep.
and he and his little son didn't make it. I think the son was 10, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah,
You have to
but
know how to
riptides.
swim.
y-
They say you're supposed to swim alongside of the riptide. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay right
That's too
here.
much. Thank
Feet
you.
in
That's
the
too
water,
much.
and the rest of my body is dry. I don't have
I
to
will
get
find
all
me
in
a
there.
nice swimming pool and indulge in that because I've been taken by riptide, thank God. And I think that was the fourth or fifth grade. We went to the beach and we were only allowed to stand, up to our knees in the water and stuff. Well, the riptide, I was skinny as I don't know what, probably a toothpick, and it snapped when the water receded. It snatched me under, girl.
Mm.
When I finally came up and I looked at the shoreline, they looked like ants.
Wow.
And I thank God my teacher, she was older, but she was a swimmer. Like
Mhm.
that was her thing. She was competition swimming and all that. In her 60s, she swam out there and got me
Mm,
and brought
mm,
me back.
mm.
And from then on, mm-mm, and she was like, I was the only one got snatched up, and I was the one scared of the water, standing furthest away from it.
Oh my
I
goodness.
didn't want to get in it, and she kept saying, "There's nothing wrong. It's okay." And
Ran her butt out there and got you because she
yes, she
wanted
did. Yes, she did. Now, and you know what? And I was a teacher's pet too, and I was
you.
just like, Miss Quinone, I could have died. I'll never forget that. And the kid said, "You kept yelling at her." And she was like, "I know, baby. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." But that's why like I said, no need,
Mm,
no
mm.
need to be all up out there waist deep. Mm-mm.
They have the water parks, and when Nia was she in first grade? I know she was little. She was little.
Mm-hmm.
They did a school trip to the water park near us. I said, okay, because I was going. Nah, I'm not trusting you people to
That's
watch my
right.
child. And
That's right.
there's been lots of kids that have drowned out there at that water park because somebody
Yes,
is watching them. And I went and bought her a bathing suit, the most neon pink you could ever
that's
see.
right.
I said, every time I look up, I want to be able to find her. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to say, is that her or is that her? No, she had on a neon pink, and I was not. You just can't trust people that nobody's gonna love your child like you do.
There you
So,
go. That's what I say. I tell my children, ain't nobody gonna love you like your mama.
mm-mm.
Nobody. And ain't nobody gonna go out there and try to risk their life and save you but your
Hmm.
mama.
Yep.
But Miss Quinones she did swim out there and save me. And I was like, you told me don't be afraid of the water because I was scared, girl. I was like, that's a lot of ocean out there.
I
And
bet you
she
she
was,
never said that to another child after that. She was
nope.
traumatized just like you.
Mm-mm. Yep. I was like, oh, because girl, I just, it sucked me under. And it was like I was doing flips and I kept trying to come up and a wave would come and knock
Mhm.
me down. I was very fortunate. I was blessed that day. And my mother taught me how to tread water.
Mm.
So I was lucky for that because she said you need to know how to float and how to
Mhm.
tread water and you can save your life. When you get tired of treading water, you flip over and you float. We didn't
Yeah.
like it, but thank God she did. Thank God she did it. Hmm.
And they did her little. Is that an applique? You gonna put that on something?
Let me see. Check your phone. Oh, somebody
Look at her.
says, "Do you guys have children or maybe even grandsons?" Yeah, I have two boys. Oh, that's cute. A little Pete. Echoed whispers. I have a daughter and three sons and two grandsons. Hmm. And I put them in the pool. Teach them how to swim.
Echoed
Yeah.
whispers. No, I just have a daughter, and that's enough for me.
Yep. And one is hard. I remember it was just one for me.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm
Yep.
just trying to get her prepared and ready. I said, girl, you need to get you a job that's going to be able to sustain this house. I said, even if the house is
You're
paid off,
right.
you still got to
You
pay the real estate taxes, and you need some insurance on this house, and the insurance costs more than the taxes.
Well, my daughter will tell you that she does not like adulting because she's subbing now while she's working on her master's in teaching credential,
Uh,
and she's about to do her student teaching. And I just told her the sooner you start with they call it now, your big girl job, your
mm-hmm,
career, the sooner
mm-hmm,
you can work on retirement.
mm-hmm.
And that's just how it goes. So stop
Yep.
messing around because I'm retired. My other friend is retired. My other friend she was a probation. They get to go at 50, but she bought retirement years. So she went around her late 40s. He said they should be proud of their disciplined mothers that would force them in the pool. Hey, you gotta learn to float and doggy paddle. Like I said, you
Mm,
catch a cramp, try to float. She said, I don't get in water below my knees. I don't
Look,
blame you. If
my
you don't know
my
how to
my mama
swim.
don't get any, and the only water my mama get in is to take a shower. She don't play.
Hmm.
I remember when we because we always went to the beach on during the holidays, and my daddy picked her up to take her out into that water. She nearly beat him. She was fighting. Oh my goodness, I will never get that. She don't. She can't
She
swim. Don't take her out in that ocean.
Echo Whisper say I had to drown 7 times before my Chinese friend first forced me to learn how to swim. Hey,
Oh my
7 times
goodness.
is a lot, girl. I would have after that first time, I'd have been like,
Mm,
my
somebody
parents got
teach
us
me.
swimming lessons, but I was not good with it. My
Mhm.
older brother did great. He dove in the deep end. I dove in the deep end and went straight down because she said she was gonna catch me now. She
Oh.
said it. She said, jump right here, I'm gonna catch you. Well, I believed her.
Mm.
So I jumped in and went straight down and stayed down there. She had to come get me, and that was the end of my swim class experience because I had no trust in her anymore.
I don't blame you.
So yeah, Regina said I have 6 kids, one passing through. Ooh,
Got and 13 grandkids, girl.
that's a team. You got 2 basketball teams. You got
Mm.
some of them need to start singing and dancing. We need some more Jackson Fives.
Have you all heard
Mhm.
the foolishness about Beyonce and her country song?
Um, I haven't really heard her country song yet. I don't know if anyone else has. I've heard now all these black young country singers are coming up on Instagram and Facebook. So I've seen these new ones that have been doing it for a while,
Mm.
these youngsters coming up, and they sound really good because I do
But
like country music. I ain't
but
gonna
the,
lie, I do.
but
But I
the
haven't heard hers.
but what's funny is that people are upset that she's now doing a country song, doing a
But
country
she did it
album.
before.
But I said she's from Texas. That's what she grew up listening to. But because she's been in the whatever category they put her in, now they
Yeah.
feel she doesn't have her street creds to do country. I told my friend, I said, other people may not like her country song. I said, but these African people that I follow on YouTube, on all their shorts, they playing that song.
Yeah. Oh, they got to dance to it now and everything. There's a little dance everybody's doing. And
I bet.
now she's bringing out all these other younger country people that have been doing. There's a mother and daughter duo that
They
sing.
said somebody on her on that song plays the banjo. It's a black person that plays the banjo on that song.
Mm,
But you know, banjos came from the Caribbean from like 1600. Somebody made the banjo, so it's not. And,
yeah.
no genre of music is specific to anybody. I mean,
Anybody.
there may be more black rappers, but you got Eminem too,
Thank
and
you.
you got what's the other guy the
Ice,
Ice
Ice
Baby,
Baby.
yeah. So
Yeah.
and
Beastie Boys. The
yeah.
Beastie Boys.
And what's the black country guy?
Iggy Azalea, wasn't she rap?
I don't know.
Iggy somebody. Yeah, it's a lot of them.
What's that man's name?
Charlie
Charlie.
Pride.
Yes, Charlie Pride. I mean, like, come on. I guess if you don't start country, you aren't permitted to be country. Please.
Yeah.
I said, sing, girl.
Because
Get your.
didn't Taylor Swift start country,
I think she did,
but
but
then
then
she
she went
went
pop.
mainstream,
Yep, and
and so she dabbles in both.
yep, they mad at her because she went mainstream.
Somebody said, "What about other sports than swimming?" I'm curious. The only other sport I did, I think, when I was young, was
None,
gymnastics.
none.
I did gymnastics, ballet, and jazz dancing. My mother had me doing that. I did gymnastics for a long time.
Mm-mm. My daughter did gymnastics. She did the swimming. She did um, cheerleading. I tried to do cheerleading. Did work out. I'm too stiff for that. Even when I was young, I was too stiff for it.
Somebody says, "Have you heard Yame Became? He's French singer, but his voice is a different level." I wonder. I don't know. I don't think I've heard of him or her. Him. Ever heard of him? Ray Charles sang country. Yes, he did. It's a lot of our older black singers that dabbled in country. Nat King
Mhm.
Cole, it's a lot of them. You know, everybody puts their little toe in there for a minute. I mean,
Mhm.
to me, you sound threatened when you don't want somebody to jump into your genre of music.
Right. Like
You
she's gonna
sound
take
threatened.
take some coins from them.
Yeah, and you shouldn't, because if somebody loves you, they're gonna buy your next album or CD or DVD or whatever you put out,
Yep.
regardless. They, you know, we all like more than one singer.
Yep.
We all do. So people need to stop feeling threatened. And if you was wise, what you
Yeah.
would want to do is team up with her and say, "Hey, girl, hey, B, how about you come over here and we get together and we do something together?" And next thing you know, her fans are your fans.
Listen, they didn't want to play her song in Oklahoma until the Beehive came out, and they like, you gonna play this song?
Say you go play the song.
I
And you
said,
know,
if she come up for the country music award, they gonna flip out and go
well, you
crazy.
know, she was on one show. It was a country song she wrote about
Yep.
her father.
Oh, did
So
she?
she did do that, and she says, "Wow, I'm a prodigy national boxer. Ooh, karate is no
Oh,
different of
wow.
difficult." Oh, my daughter did taekwondo.
Oh, my daughter did that too. I forgot. She did a whole lot of this and that and this and
Yeah,
that.
Nas and Old Town Road. I forgot the name of the
Oh, yeah,
singer
that's
that was
right.
working with
And they,
him,
I don't know why they didn't have a problem. Well, they probably did have a problem, but because Beyonce is such a big name, you hear it more.
trying to get some ideas. Oh, okay, she was talking about her little peep.
Yeah, make that into a key ring, girl. If it's
You
small
know
enough.
what I see that people are doing? What cracks me up? They're just taking the little Barbie heads and making keychains out of Barbie heads.
Mm.
Mhm. Fixing their hair all up, all pretty,
I have
and
one of the Turkish ladies that I follow who I thought was Arab, but she's Turkish. She has two different Barbie doll tutorials, and I am gonna make one of them Barbie dolls. The first one she made, she's in the cowgirl outfit with the bell bottom pants and all, and I was like,
mhm.
"Ooh, I like that." But then the next one I saw, she has that cute dress on. Now I love that pink dress.
Oh
Mm,
yeah.
I
Now
was
you
like,
talking about making a Barbie doll crocheting or
"Yes,
just?
yes,
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I'm gonna
yes."
let you do that. 'Cause that's real. That's real intricate. That's using
It is.
thread,
It,
and I know I
it,
might do it later, but I don't know how much later it may be. Yeah, I've seen all those. The problem
I
with
told my
Nas is,
daughter, I said, I want to do I want her done before the was it the Emmy? No, 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 the Oscars. The Oscars. I said she ain't gonna get done before then.
yeah,
Because
said
he got a very
Nas,
young audience due to his Old Town Road song. But
but
his
then he released
song
some
that
where
literally,
he literally. Oh
oh,
yeah, he went a bit wrong for a
I don't know
minute.
anything about Nas.
Yeah, I saw that. He did. He kind of yeah.
But Nas didn't do Old Town Road. I thought, oh, it was Nas X. Nas
Yeah,
X.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Nas X.
That
Yeah, when he
okay. I was
started
thinking about
doing
the
all
other
that stuff, I
Nas.
was like, "What's wrong with you,
Mhm.
son? Don't anybody love you enough to tell you that's wrong? That's not a good move for your
But do you
career."
know when there's a show, I forgot what the name of the show is, but his brother was on the show. The show is like you had to guess who's famous relative of the person. But
Okay.
his brother was on the show. Honey, I'd have never guessed that was his brother. Never in
Mm.
100,000 years I would have guessed that was his brother.
I just don't know. I mean, I don't know if people are trying to get
No, no, I take that back.
publicity.
I take that back. That wasn't Nas' ex-brother. That was Mariah Carey's ex-husband. What's his name?
Nick Cannon.
That was Nick Cannon's brother. There was
Okay.
something else that had I think something Nas I think he had a brother on there, but anywho. Yeah, he went real dark. He started doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's like, don't nobody love you enough? Are you not listening? Because it could be that. Because we tell our children things and they don't listen
Till they're
until
old enough and it's like, oh yeah, okay,
until
I
they
get it.
need to, until they
Mhm.
look back and say, "Hey, I'm feeling left behind." This and that. I
Mhm.
have to tell my daughter many, many times that she's not missing anything out there, and that some of her friends that are traveling now, doing this and that without taking care of their business for the future,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be looking at you later when you're retired. Like some of my friends are looking at me talking about, you retired? I said, I've been working since I was 14 years old. Hell yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
retired. I'm tired.
I have
And
one of my coworkers. She's doing another job now. Um, but I said to her, she's like, "Oh, I don't know how I'm ever gonna retire." I said, "You didn't sign up for the 401k?" She's like, "No, I don't know anything about that." I was like, "That's free money." I said, "You don't have to know anything about it. Just sign up." She I was like, "Girl, every job I've had, if they had a 401k, a 403b, I don't care what it was, I was signing up. As soon as they
I
said,
told my sons, they're officers, and I told my son when we visit him in Arizona, hey, Bud Roll. I told him, I said, hey, Jeanette, hey. I said, you have to plan for the future. So he has signed up for his 403b. I said, you may have your retirement from your job, but then you have your own 403b and stuff like that. And so he said, I know. He said, I'm having 175 taken out of each check. And I said, and you know what? You got to start where you can start, but have something
yep.
taken out. Your job is taking something out for you because he's a police officer, but then you have something. And I said, that's what I had I had two side ones besides my retirement that I was saving. And sometimes it was only $50, girl. Sometimes it was just $50 a check.
Mhm. Hey,
And,
Jeanette.
I said it all adds up in the end because, 20,000 here, 20,000 there, 20, when you retire, those coming in, it can help you pay off some of your debt. And that's what I did with a lot of that.
Mhm.
So I have no credit card debt. All I have is my cell phone, gym membership. I'm paying for my son's health because I retired earlier than I should have. If I
Mhm.
waited till I was 60, which I couldn't do it. So they're paying half of my medical and I'm paying all of my son's. So that's taking away from the check. But you know what? I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. But yeah, I'm 55 and I wasn't gonna make it teaching to be 60 because I might have hurt somebody and it wouldn't have been myself. But
Ooh.
to these kids, boy, I can go back and sub and make a little over 200 a day in August. So I might work 5 days out of the week to have a little extra fun side money.
Mhm.
But if I don't want to, I don't have to. What is our opinion on the Ukrainian and Russian war? Your taxes are being used in that war in place of improving. Oh, it's been like that for years and ages. Any war there's been, our tax money unbeknownst to us or beknownst to us.
But okay, I'm ex-military. Let me tell y'all something.
Hmm.
Those tax monies are well used because that money keeps our behinds from having to go and jump into these wars.
Hmm.
So that's my own personal thing about it. I don't like war. I think
I
all
don't
war
either.
is wrong. And just like your own income, you got money for a car, you got money for your house, you got money for this. That's the way the government is set up. They got monies for
That's the way life is set
everything.
up. Because
Yeah.
our union, my teachers union, would take our money to promote certain political figures that we didn't agree with, but
Mhm.
I couldn't do anything about it. It was my union, and that's what they felt was best for teachers or whatever. They went for Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was
Mhm.
like, no, 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 something ain't right. Next thing you know, he froze our salary schedule for 10 years.
10
We didn't,
years.
it was damn near 10 years or something like that. It was crazy. And so we are so far behind in California as teachers on pay, and they never caught us back up. Never
Mhm.
did.
Mhm.
So that really hurt us. And everybody loves Schwarzenegger. And I was like, something ain't right. But they were pushing him with our union, pushing, pushing, donating, and then we got smacked.
Mhm.
So did my husband because he was parole police. They all got smacked and they got put on furlough. They had to come in and work on days where they didn't get paid, furlough days. Yeah. And then they got some of them, a lot got, his partner got laid off. And then they decided, oh, you know what? We have a lot of criminals. We need y'all to come back. And by that time, people had lost houses,
Mm-hmm.
cars, children who were in private school. It was bad. And then they decided, we'll bring y'all back next year. We're gonna after a year, they trying to bring these people back after they've devastated their house, their
That's
just
the same thing.
everything.
I when I got out of the army, I wanted to go get into the government workforce because I had all those years in the army and I wanted those years to go towards some retirement.
Oh,
But I didn't want to have to drive all the way to Miami to work at that hospital. I didn't want to have to drive all the way to West Palm Beach to work at that hospital. So I just went to the hospital that was closest to me. But after being out of the military and seeing
yeah,
how these presidents and these congressmen and these senators screw these civil servers over, doing these shutdowns and stuff and affecting people like that, I was like,
yes,
I mean, no, none of these companies in America are guaranteed anymore. You
yeah,
don't.
you're
Way
right.
back when I was growing up, you had people that were retired from a job. They worked that job their entire life,
The entire life.
had a pension, had it good, got retired. Now you, I've had more jobs since I've been out of the army than I can even count because you go from one place to the other because it's all about either there's no work balance, they don't pay you enough, it's too far away. It's always something.
It's always something. I mean,
Always.
I didn't want my daughter, I didn't want her to teach, but I had to support what she wants to do. And the way I look at it, I'm just grateful because she's continued going to school where other people are trying to get their kids to do something. So even though it's not what I would want her to do, she's still doing something. She's still, so I'm just grateful for that. But I told her, why don't you go into the health field or do this or I had other ideas because I was like teaching, but she loves the littles right now. So I figured if she gets this, she's got her 4-year degree. She went 2-year to a junior college, then 4-year. Now she's doing the master's, and at least she's got these degrees to fall back on. And if she can't do nothing but sub, you could make over $200 a day doing that with all your degrees and stuff. So she'll be able to eat.
When I got out of the army, they were pushing for military people to go into um, education to do subs and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't want to have nothing to do with nobody else's children.
And you're right, because when I was getting my teaching credential, there were a lot of people when I was at National University. There were a lot of people who had been in the armed services that were in my classes
Mm-hmm.
and police officers. Hey,
And
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth,
Yeah, there were. I was shocked. There was a lot of police officers and people coming from the army
mm-hmm.
that were in there. And they're struggling now just to find JROTC teachers.
Mm.
There
I
really are. There's not
and,
enough.
and my idiot governor wanted ex-military people to go into the schools with weapons. So you out of your doggone mind. You and all it takes is one angry child to find that weapon. Please, no,
Yeah,
I will be
they would
alone.
have to keep it glued to their hip because these kids are
Mhm.
bad, and will find it and find a
And
way to get it.
these children challenge the teachers down here on a regular. They physically fight with them.
I know it. They did it on my campus.
Mm-mm.
But you get the wrong teacher. I've seen a
Yep.
kid get the wrong one, and you know,
And then
yeah.
they want to say the teacher is wrong. Oh hell no! You ain't gonna jump me and ain't think I'm gonna
I
fight
tell you
back.
what, they got my cousin. She was teaching out here in Long Beach, and the girl tried to get with her and reach to sock her, and she missed, and that was it for her. She missed, but my cousin did not miss, and she grabbed her over that desk. She gave it to her. So they fired her, and then she said, well, whatever, I won't be able to work in California. So she went to Texas, and I said, you don't ever know, try it. So she was living in Houston. She applied, and she let them know, hey, this kid came at me, swung on me, and she
Mm-hmm.
missed, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not for any child physically attacking me. You know, if they got a problem, they better deal with. And they hired her.
Mm-hmm.
They hired her, and they were like, well, you know what? You're who we're looking for. You're not
These,
taking no mess. And she got hired. She's been teaching ever since, over
these children
27 years.
are out of control. I said, there's no, if my daughter ain't no way in the devil, because there's a, if you don't respect your teacher, that tells me you don't respect your parents either, because
And they don't.
you have challenged an adult in your lifetime.
I've been to parent teacher conferences where the students, I did high school, where they tell their parent to shut up
Oh,
and shut up and end it with the B word. And then
woo!
I've had to get on that kid, and then the kid will get mad at me and get up and leave. I say, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow in class. Because what you're not going to do is disrespect your mother in front of me. And then the mother will be like, I don't know what to do. I said, well, I could tell you what to do,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
you know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to you to enforce that and do it and let them know. I said, how come my kids never talk to me that way? There's a reason. You know, there's something that was done when they were very young that they
Yep.
knew, oh, my mama is not the one. My
Yep.
mom is not the one. And you
Mm-hmm.
have to start at a young age. It's not cute when they get sassy with you or
Mm-hmm.
anyone else.
Even
It's
when I
not
see
cute.
people post that stuff on YouTube or TikTok, and the kids saying stuff, I was like,
It's
that's
not
not
cute
you.
when they have sassy behavior, when they imitate sassy behavior, when they're doing it to other people that maybe you don't like. It's still not cute. You
Mm-mm.
know, you don't let your kids act grown. You have to teach them, because if you don't, you know,
As I tell my daughter, what I can't teach you, society will.
yes, they will, and they don't love you like, you know,
Mm-mm.
you love them. So they might not teach you in the kindest of ways.
Mm.
So, you know,
Be up the creek without
don't know
paddle.
that number to block it. But I got a new phone. I get a new phone, and all of a sudden, you know, I wasn't getting all
Yes.
these unknown calls. I didn't get a new number, but I got a new phone, and all of a sudden, you know, I got a number from, because I looked up the number. It was from out of this country. It was a strange number, and it was from the UK.
Mm.
Yes, you're right, Nene. Talk to our parents. Talk back. Or your lips will be on the floor, or your teeth will be embedded in the wall. And you know, it wasn't child abuse. It was your parents trying to teach you how to mind. Because if you don't, you're gonna work for somebody all your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're gonna mind somebody, even if you're a YouTuber and you're working for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta mind their rules and
Right.
regulations.
That's right.
You know, it's you gotta answer. Everyone has to answer to someone and learn respect and
Mm-hmm.
learn how to hold your tongue and think before you speak, because that's what they were trying to teach us. You better think before you speak.
Mm-hmm.
You better think, because if not, that might be the last thought you ever have come out of your mouth. You know,
I
people
know.
are always talking about, I'm blunt. Well, you know what? You just stupid, because you need to think about what you say before you say, or how you say it to people, if you want it to be effective. Otherwise, you just blowing in the wind, wasting your breath, or being disrespectful. And after a while, people don't want to bother with you because you're blunt. You know, I know a lot of blunt people that don't have true friends and don't get invited to all the little reindeer games and stuff. Nobody, you know, what they say, is it kind? Is it necessary? Is it something? I forgot the saying, how it goes. Kind,
Girl, it
necessary.
scared the living daylights out of me.
Uh-oh.
I don't. This is my friend who is pretty much gave me a heart attack just now. I'm sorry.
Oh, you look like, I was about to say, girl, what's going on?
Listen, all I heard was something. I'm like, what is in here? You know,
She
because
was,
first of all, the first thing I'm thought is there a critter in here. Now I'm about to rearrange
is it
this
alligator?
room. No.
Look, is it a crocodile?
Alligator because we in Florida.
About to have you twisted around?
I was just letting you know. I didn't want you to.
Uh-oh. A
On the
peep down.
peep
Peep down.
down. Three.
They
Okay.
hopping off the
No,
table.
I made this little sugar wooger for her. It's a sugar baby, but I call it sugar wooger. But this is
Oh,
made for her.
girl,
She
she
was
remind me of Dejanay off of the Proud
she,
Family.
She is a
Right?
she is a dolphin fan. She got her
She
earring.
is too cute.
She is.
Look, she came to collect her sugar wooga.
Hey, Lou.
She look like Dejanay.
Is this a bun or is
Yeah.
this a hat?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
That's her hair.
I did it all in one. So she got a bun and her wig cap and all that in one.
She's too cute.
Girl, you better make some more of those, Gigi. And when you go to to those games and stuff, bring a bag of sugar woogers, girl.
I can't tell you how much I told her about bringing different stuff to the
They
game.
tell me that all
Little boy sugar woogers, little girls of all skin tones. Trying to tell you, you leave with a bag of sugar woogers, you come home with a bag of money.
That's what it is.
They keep telling me that, girl. My
She
mind just
don't she don't like money.
You ain't
It
got
could
to.
go to the GG retirement fund.
yeah.
Yep.
My friend gave me a container that says retire because everybody hear me say it all the time. And she gave me a container and this has retirement fund on it.
Uh-huh.
Every time I get a
Girl.
little extra money, I just put it in there. I said I'm gonna see in the next 4 years how much I can save in that. Because that's
Mm-hmm.
my own money.
Yes. Well, I
And if
sent you.
you
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I
that's
Girl.
sent you
funny.
a text because I realized you was on a live. So I
Oh,
was like, I'm gonna
jeez.
see if I have your key with me so I could just drop off your hat.
Oh,
So your hat is here.
oh yeah. And my poor hat got left everywhere. It just didn't want to be worn. All right, see you later.
See you later. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's funny. Look, I thought a little crocodile climbed, a little
Mm,
alligator was coming nipping at your ankles.
girl, all I heard, I'm like, what is in here?
You were
I was
like,
getting ready to
what?
rearrange this place. And when I was in my apartment, I could see a lizard in my peripheral. And I looked and I rearranged my entire bedroom to get that thing out of it. I was not going to sleep with that thing in there. Mm-mm. I don't play with they
You
scary.
said,
No, because you go to sleep and maybe it'll crawl across your face or something.
yeah,
No, I cannot
yeah.
have that.
You right, because the other night my husband had left a cough drop open, and ants, because it's been raining so much, they came through a
Mm,
socket, and they were
mm-hmm.
all along the back wall and of our bed. And then he woke me up, and I was mad because I wasn't feeling good. He woke me up and he said, I gotta pull this bed back to find. And I was like, I don't have any ants by me. Then I looked and there they were, girl. I did not sleep for the rest of the night. We
I
sprayed
had
and got them all, but I just kept feeling like there could be a straggler. So I had my headscarf over my ears, and
mm,
I was just like, I couldn't sleep. I didn't believe there were no stragglers. I couldn't believe.
the,
And it's just a little ant.
we must have had yeah, when it rains they just like come out of you don't know where they come from. But there's a pest store, and this man gave me this little thing, and you put the borax or whatever it is you put inside of it, and I squirted it in all of the sockets.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm not gonna go through this anymore.
You know,
It worked.
I've been ordering off of Amazon orange oil. So
Mm.
I don't know what is with the orange oil, but it works. Now it's gonna smell like oranges,
But I like
but
the smell of oranges.
I tell you what, we just spray it all along because we have a dog. So we spray it all along, and they stop moving just like that. And it's
Ooh.
all natural. But I said, let me try this. So once I ordered off of Amazon and it was working, I ordered the jug so
Hmm.
we could refill it, because like I said, with this rain, they
But
just
is it
start coming
oily?
in.
Is it oily?
I don't think it is. No, I've touched it before and it's
Well,
not.
it must be oily to them
It must be.
if it
Let me go
stops
get
up
the
in their
jug
track.
and I'll show. Look, let me go get the jug. I'll show it to you because it's the best working stuff
Because I've been
ever.
using my vinegar mix in the kitchen. Renee says the water bugs. Are you talking about what water bugs? I don't like
Let
any
me
critters.
see.
Daughter does it. Oh, orange card. My daughter doesn't like. Bring it closer. Let me read that. May be used around food. Okay. Good.
Yep, ants, roaches. Yeah, it says ants, roaches, and fleas. kills and repels hidden bugs. And we've been using this, girl, it's the best.
I need to
'Cause
get some of that then.
it's on Amazon. So Orange Guard, you get that, and buy just this one squirt bottle. It comes in a pack of 2 squirt bottles. See how you like it, and then after that, spray it everywhere. It just smells like oranges. I know
Hmm.
you don't have any pets, but if you did, or any little children, it was harmless. And we've been using it, and it's been working really good.
Yeah, because
Really good.
our rainy season is just around the corner.
Yeah. So I've been using that. So let me try this. Everybody says it's great. And, so I got that, and I was able to spray. We were able to spray that night and go to sleep. It just smelled like oranges. You didn't have to smell that insecticide smell,
Yeah, that's why I've been using the vinegar because I hate. Now I will get my Raid and I bought some Hot Shot. Hot Shot is garbage. Raid
Oh.
Raid will kill a roach in a nanosecond. Dead. Hot Shot, they running around still. You still trying to kill them. No, I said I cannot have that. No, we need that bad boy dead
How can
now.
I have that?
I said I will never buy that ever again, but I keep
Uh-uh.
Raid around just in case.
Yeah, I've always done the Raid thing, and then I said, let me try this orange oil. I hate breathing in that insecticide smell so much,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's been doing really good. And I said, shoot, let me buy the jug before, next thing you know, they don't have it anymore. Because whenever it's something you like,
Hmm. That's what
next thing you
Costco did
know,
too. My friend, she took us to a Costco business center. We don't have one. The closest one to us is in Orlando. But
oh,
let me tell you, everything in there, it's really for a bit for businesses for real. Everything in there is huge. My friend and I, the one that just left, she bought
hmm
cast iron. We had to She had to go buy another bag, luggage bag to pack them in. And I bought a large frying pan, and so I had to pack that. And she bought a big cookie sheet, so that cookie sheet could fit into my suitcase.
uh-huh.
So we had all this extra stuff, but they had every like if you like those different kinds of drinks like Starbucks drinks, and they had all of them, all of
Oh.
and they had my friend that lives in Houston, she went because she wanted to buy the meats, and she got I think it was a 10-pound ground beef for like $30.
Ooh.
And we went into where the meat, but it was so cold in there. I was like, no, I got to get out of here. It's too cold for me. So we didn't get very far into what is really in there. But I'm off of meat right now anyway, so I didn't care. But
I
what
like that.
they had the dates in there, a big thing of dates for like $6 and something. You get a little thing of dates for $6. I was like, oh my god. So she and I, the one that just left, said we're going up to Orlando. We're gonna
You
go
said
check out. We're gonna check out that other one because that's the closest one to us.
you gonna
And
make
if
a
you have
journey.
a Costco membership, you can
I
go.
do. I have
And
Costco up the street. We're in the middle of Costco and Sam's, and I got both memberships.
yes, the Sam's is down somewhere. I've never been to because I they send me the thing to get a membership. I was like, I barely go into Costco. I'm not even driving
Yeah.
that far to doggone
Yeah.
Sam.
And if you got to drive far,
Mm-mm,
it's
it's not
probably
worth
not
it.
going to happen.
Then
Mm-mm.
so we gotta just take a trip. We're gonna make that like a maybe every 3 months or something like that. Maybe take a trip up
Yeah.
there and do that, do a little shopping. But I was like, I would, and it's when you go into regular Costco's or the Sam's, everybody's
Yeah.
in there, you bumping into people, you got to go around, folks. It was us and some other people in there.
You got to get in there early sometime.
This place you can go anytime. There's like
Oh,
no.
that's not good. They might not be around for a long time, though, if
Oh,
they're
no,
not
no,
getting
no,
good
but it's the
business.
businesses. So I'm sure
Oh, okay.
they come and get all they need, because at our Costco, businesses come in there. because they come in, they go in an hour before
Yeah, that's how they
everybody
do it
else.
ours.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
but if they had, I'm sure if they built a business Costco down here, we wouldn't have all them people in there buying by the truckloads. But I was like, this is nice. I'm like the the big thing of um ginger, $6. You know, ginger is not cheap. Everything in there. But I said, like it's for business.
My mother will go to the Costco down the street from her, and then she'll be like, "Come down here and see if you want some," because it's such a better price. It'll be 6 heads of romaine lettuce for the price of what they might charge you for three. So she'll
Yep.
be like, "Come down here and see." She'll give me some of her potatoes, her this, her
Mhm.
that, because it's just a better price. But she doesn't need all of it all the
Right,
time, so
right.
I'll just go down there, and she love that Costco pizza too. So she'll be getting
I,
her
I
pizza.
like I like the hot dog, but now that I'm off meat, I ain't doing nothing.
It's a what is it? A dollar? I think down here it's $1.50 for a hot.
50 for
Yeah,
the
I mean you
hot dog
can't
and the
beat that.
soda. Yep, the hot dog and the soda.
Hey, Brianna. Yeah, you can't beat that. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm trying to be off meat. It don't work all the time, but
oh, this is my second try at it. So, and
oh, I try it all the time.
I was off for like 2 years ago,
Uh huh.
and so I before we went to Texas, it had been probably a month. And then going the reason we go to Texas is because they have all you can eat and drink event before the rodeo. And my body paid for all that meat that I ate. My body
Ooh,
paid for. I could feel the difference in me.
yeah, you can.
So I was
You
like,
really
"Ooh."
can.
I said, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna enjoy myself, and I can
Yeah.
get back on the wagon when I get home. And that's what I
And you know
did.
what? It benefits your body either way because you give your body a break with digesting all that meat and stuff like that. So it benefits you
Hmm.
stopping. And even if you, like I said, even if you stop and go, it's better than not doing it at all.
Right.
It really
Exactly.
is,
Hey,
you know.
Brianna, you just missed your aunt.
Ah, what is she talking about? That's my kind of pricing. Yep, $1.50.
Yeah, and it's so good.
You say it's so good.
It is. I love that's I They used to have it where they had the dispensers with the onion and the
Oh yeah.
sauerkraut. Now you just gonna get that. They don't even have it. I was like, that they've changed. So much has changed about that. You have to go to the kiosk and order
I
your
don't like
food.
that. Yeah.
I don't like it either.
Because, older people don't get that. And when I would see
No.
them get in line, they would go, "Oh, you have to go over to the kiosk." I'm like, you know what? Go on and ring them up. Because this
Mhm,
person has stood in this line all this time, and they're older, and they don't
mhm.
understand all. Is no one standing there to explain it to them or saying, "Hey, before you get in line, come over here and let me." They need a worker doing that
Yep,
because you have
they
older
do.
people that come in and they don't understand that. And I'm like, this person has stood in this line
And
of
I
30
bet you they
people.
lose because a lot, here in Florida, we are the elderly capital of the world.
Hmm.
I bet you they lose a lot of business because they get there, especially this time of the year, you got foreigners that come too. So,
Yes. They gotta stop doing that, making everything computerized to a certain
it,
because like you said, older people are out there too, and they don't understand, like, go to
mm-mm,
the kiosk and then they don't. Can you
mm-mm.
just ring them up?
And I hate this is, oh, you can go to our website or you can go online and do this. My parents, every time they get their card and stuff, because everything you either gotta call and activate your card, and
Yes.
it's always something compute some automated thing, and it's telling them to
Hmm.
push this button and that button. And before they can even get to that button, they're already saying, we didn't understand that. We don't, so I have to go and activate their cards for them.
Hmm.
And the hearing is off. As you age, it's rare that
Yes.
people age and still have good hearing.
Yeah.
So
Good vision, all
this
that.
is a different world now. You
Yeah.
have to know something about these computers in order to get through. What were you watching on Netflix, girl? I watched Mia Copa.
Mia culpa. Yeah. What
I
you think?
Listen, before they even 20 minutes in, I already knew the plot. 20
You know, everybody said it was typical Tyler Perry. I haven't felt the need to want to watch it. I'll just listen to what everyone else says about it because
I said I'm going to give him my time, like I give everybody else my time, and I want to see how Kelly did as an actress because
yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen her in anything. She did
no,
all
I
right.
haven't. Yeah,
I mean,
I
it had a little plot twist to it, but a lot of stuff is about sex and all these. It's hard to write something that I haven't already seen because I
that
watch.
you can't figure out. Yeah,
Yeah, I love when I watch. Like they've had some two different crime. I watch real crime. I don't watch the fake stuff. I watch the real stuff. So when I see something that is like, what she did, one show I watched, it was last year. I was so shocked. This lady, it really bothers me when women are fixated on men and they feel the need to kill the woman that he married.
mm,
This lady was so diabolical that she got into their house, waited for the woman to come, and murdered her. I'm like, what is wrong with this woman? And when you look at these people, it's like, what are they thinking?
girl,
They are fixated on. There was another lady who was able. She was she must have been a computer wizard, but she was able to that fake text messages from the other lady that she'd already killed and was sending the messages to herself and to the boyfriend.
child.
Nasty messages, cussing him out and everything, telling him
Hey,
she
BJ.
her life and all kinds of crazy. She had set it up where he thought it was from the lady that she'd already murdered. See, that's the kind of stuff you just can't.
See that I'm already afraid of people. Always got the watchful eye. Don't trust people. I'd never come out my house. Hey, VJ. Yeah, I never. I just watch my old like on BritBox and Acorn, my old English detective shows and all that stuff. That real life. I've lived that real life craziness, and
Oh, I love that.
because when I studied criminal justice, boy, they showed
Uh-huh.
you have certain classes that you study certain crimes that you just be like, So I know it's some it's the crazies, and I'm like, I would never go out. I already have my weapons when I go out on me, girl. In my car, next to my door. I mean, my husband's ex-parole, so we got weapons, and every time, we got weapons when we go out. I'm just if somebody tried something, I'm gonna have something on me to get you.
Hmm.
But I have my stick.
There's nothing scary about Mia Copa. Just watch it.
Yeah, no, I don't
I
think it
know
was
you're
like
young. You
that.
haven't exposed to all of that stuff yet.
I heard the wigs were good. I heard the wigs were good. I know
Yeah,
what you mean, Jasmine. They were commenting on the wigs. Oh, you
I
watched
was
Bob
Bob
Marley on
Marley. I wanted
Freebie?
to see it.
On
I was like,
Freebie.
I'm not going to the theater to see that. I've seen enough stories about Bob Marley and his 10 wives and 1,900 children. Oh, it's on free. Oh, not the movie.
Freebie.
About
I guess you said a documentary.
yeah, it's a documentary. Yeah, I probably seen it because I'm down here. Everybody love Bob Marley.
You said everybody love Bob Marley.
You know how they go. Hey, VJ.
Freebie is available in Canada. Now, can you get Freebie on Amazon Prime?
Yeah,
It might be,
yeah,
Elizabeth.
yeah.
If you have Amazon Prime, Elizabeth, you can get it. Because I've watched some. I know I've watched some Freebie things. Because I remember hearing a little ad go Freebie like that,
Hmm.
and I was like, oh, is that what I'm watching?
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
Amazon Prime kind of drives me crazy because they have a whole lot of stuff, and you're like, okay, what was I watching? And then I try to go back to whatever it was, and I don't know where it was, and I can't find it anymore. It just aggravates me.
Now, doesn't it, like when you get on your Amazon Prime, it'll say continue watching? Because if I didn't have that, I
Some
wouldn't be able to find.
sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't because I think it like shuffles stuff. And if I haven't been on that, because it's on, I have the Amazon TV in my bedroom, but I watch most stuff out in the family room. So if I don't catch it, I said, oh well, it'll come back again.
Do you have your own profile made up?
Probably not.
Okay,
That's
so
extra work
since
for
it's
me.
you and your daughter, you should make your own profile and then she'll have yours and it will keep up with whatever you watch, even if it like on my phone to my tablet. When it comes on the TV, it'll say who's watching. And when I put she crazy. When I put mine, it will pop up what the last thing I watch. But my son, daughter, my husband, we all have our own profile. So
But
it will
see,
keep up with you.
the thing is, it's gonna ask me for a password, and I don't remember them passwords.
No,
No,
no. Whenever ours comes on, we've signed in once on the TV. And it will keep up. So if I get on my tablet, I just hit my little face. I have my little icon for my face and I hit that and it just pops up. Yeah, you don't have to do your password every time. You should not, because we don't.
no,
My
no.
daughter,
I'm saying to set it up. I might have to put in a password. Well, I just turn it on.
I
I
don't
probably
know.
put it on.
It might just go to settings and long as it's on, it's already on and it's your prime and stuff.
Mhm.
You might be able to do that.
I hate
Yanya about
anything that
with
requires me to do a
34
password.
children.
What'd she say?
Nah, I didn't watch that one. Like I said, I'll be watching
Oh, I
my
saw that
old English
when she
mystery.
used to do her show. I've seen that already. That man, and she had all them little baby dolls, and she kept putting them in his hand. He was a music producer in Atlanta. He don't know. He know them first 4 or 5 kids. The rest of them, he don't know.
That's a shame. That's a sin. That is a sin.
Just
Mm-mm.
disgusting.
Yeah,
I
it
was,
is.
I just look. I was
That's,
like, mm-mm.
I don't even care if you could take care of them. It's still wrong. Because people be like,
Yeah.
oh, Nick Cannon can take care. I don't care. He
He
can't
doesn't
spend
know them. He know
he
them 2
can't spend
babies
the
that he
time
had
with
from
them.
Mariah Carey, and then maybe them 2 or 3 after that. But all them other babies, unless they living under his roof, he don't remember them kids.
He can't take time. He can't take time to be the correct father for them
No,
unless they're all, like you said, under his roof.
that's
And
right.
that's not fair. I don't care how much money he has, because money cannot raise a child.
Nope.
There's many rich
Because
psychos out here.
one of them is gonna feel like they didn't get enough from daddy. In
Yeah.
his case, it's gonna be more than one.
Mm.
I think it's ridiculous, and
I
then
think it's selfish.
it is.
It's
And you
very selfish to do that.
and I fought the woman too, because you already know how many children they already have. Now, when they did that interview with that guy, and they did talk to some of those women didn't even know he had those other children. Because
Wow.
that's men. They don't tell you the
Yeah,
truth.
they don't tell you.
Mm-mm. Find out.
Yeah.
My second husband did that crap to me. He
Oh
had 4
no.
kids from his ex-wife, only talked about 2. I found out about them other 2 from his ex-wife.
Wow. That's deceitful.
Yep,
Because then you
yep,
wonder,
yep.
well, what else are you not telling me? He said, are we talking about Mick Cannon? Yeah, with all his children's.
Way too
Everybody
many of
say,
them.
oh, he could take care of them. Yeah, that's monetarily.
Right.
But children need to be taken care of emotionally and mentally so
Mhm.
that they're correct,
A
that
whole
they're
person.
so they're not going around hurting other people because they didn't get the love that they needed or have a father or whatever,
Mhm. Mhm.
because sometimes it's not enough for a child to just have one parent. Sometimes they really need two,
Yep.
and he's just going around just because he can, and that's not. Mm-mm.
And I had a friend when I was in the army. She had 2 boys from this guy. He
Hmm.
had 8 more children after those 2 boys. I was like, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, my
And,
glasses
and
keep getting dirty. I
they're
don't know
from a
why.
small town, so it wasn't like those other chicks didn't know about them other chicks.
Yeah. My
I
glasses keep getting dirty. I'll be glad. I'm gonna get that eye surgery. My daughter and my husband got that LASIK.
I've seen people with LASIK. Some of it, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, for my husband it did, and for my daughter, who basically, if there had not been the invention of glasses, she would have been legally blind, because if she took her glasses off, she can only see shapes.
Mm.
It's that bad. And so when she would get in the shower, she would have to put the shampoo and the conditioner right where she knew it was, because if she didn't, she wouldn't be. And my son had moved him one day, and I hadn't even real. She's like, "Hey, did you move the shampoo and conditioner?" He was like, "Yeah, I use it." She said, "You have to put it back where it is, because I can't see it."
Mm.
And I didn't know it was that bad, but I had already said I was gonna look into it. So, girl, she got the surgery about a couple months ago, and her vision, I thought 2020 was perfect. Well, 2015, I have learned, is perfect. And that's
Mm.
what she has. She's gone from right after the surgery. We were all crying because when my husband got her in the car, we had taken separate cars because I had to take my son to school.
Mm.
And so when she came out and I was waiting in the car because so many people came into the waiting room, and they said, "Look, if you're not a patient, we have to make room for the patient. So if you're waiting for someone, you have to go out." So we'd gone out, and when he brought her to the car and she looked at me, she was just like, and I said, "What was wrong?" She said, "I can see you." She said, "I could see your face. I could see the freckles on your face. I could see the mole on your nose." And she just was crying. And I was like, and because you never know how. I knew it was bad, but and she said, "Mom," and she just sat in the car looking around, like the
Mhm.
colors she said, "Mom, I can't believe this." Because she qualified for the night vision too. They fix it to where you see very well at night. And her vision was so bad that she qualified for it. I think it was like it cost us 5,200. And so
Woo.
now she, for a couple days, had to wear these protective goggles because you can't rub your eyes or
Mhm.
anything.
Mhm.
And you put the drops in for a while. But now she went to the optometrist, and he was like, "I don't know who you went to, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is the best job I've ever seen." He said, "I can't even tell where the laser cut around her pupil area. It's that smooth." And he says she has 2015 vision. It's the sharpest
Mm.
vision I have seen after this. So she was telling me how she's used to waking up and reaching over for her glasses.
Yeah.
And she said, "Mom, I can't get used to not waking up and just going,
Mhm.
because I can't see." Because I know if I came in her room at night and turned on the light and she'd be like, "Who is it? She'd be really alarmed because she couldn't see who I was. Like she would see
Right.
a shape, a blob. And so she sometimes, a couple days that she would be crying because she'd just be like, "I can't believe I could read without glasses or contacts." She said, "I can't believe I could drive at night without," because we were always afraid that maybe one day she'd be driving and something knock her glasses off. She
Mhm.
wouldn't be able to see to find her glasses in the car.
Mhm.
She couldn't even pull over safely because she wouldn't be able to look in the rear view and see if it
Right.
was safe to pull over. So my husband was like, "Yep, you're next. You're next." And I said, "Well, I'm gonna go get it done. You guys have had it." And this place has been in business for over 20 years.
I remember one of the doctors when I was at the hospital, he had the LASIK surgery and he's like he was still wearing glasses. He's like, "You didn't wear
Sometimes your vision is that bad that they will tell you you have to wear cheaters like 1.0.
it." Mhm.
So that's when my husband will wear his 1.0 every now and then if he's going to be reading for like
Right.
real long time,
So he's
small,
wearing
tiny
readers,
print.
yeah.
So
No,
he'll
he
get the
wasn't wearing readers, he
1.0.
was wearing glasses. He wasn't wearing readers. He was
Oh,
wearing his glasses.
oh yeah. My husband has the little 1.0 readers if he's going to be reading very, very small. print
Mhm.
for a long time. But otherwise, because my husband, when we were in high school, he had the thick glasses. I mean,
Mhm.
what they call bottle top
Cork
bottom.
bottles,
Yeah,
Coke
that's what
bottles.
he had. That's what he had. And they fixed his eyes and he's walking around, you know. I was like, so we wanted to, as soon they tell you that your eye prescription has to be the same for at least 1 year.
Mm.
But now I think that has changed. And, you know, the optometrist told my daughter it was okay for her to, you know, look into it. And as soon as they could, my husband just called me and said, we're getting the surgery.
Mhm.
We're doing it, you know. And I was like, okay. So she's walking around here now, putting on eye. She told me it's so weird to not have to have your glasses on to put on eye makeup, you know, because she had to put on her glasses to do eyeshadow and it was awkward, you know, putting on eyeshadow because she wouldn't be able to see or to do her
Right.
eyebrow. Right now, I do need my glasses to put on. I don't even wear eyeshadow because I ain't going nowhere. But my eyebrows, because I don't have any, I have to have my glasses and make sure they're low enough that I can, you know,
Mhm.
do my thing.
Now
And I
I'm a
don't
chicken.
even I don't even do eyeliner anymore because I can't see. I can't see to put it on. My glasses are to where I can't, you know, the eyeliner. So I don't do it.
No, I'm
But
a chicken. I'm a chicken. I don't want. I said the only way I'm gonna have any eye surgery is gonna have to be emergency surgery. I'm just a chicken.
well, I'll get it done and I'll come back and let you know, child, because I want to see without glasses. Because if I take these off, it's all a blur. It's all a blur.
The only
And
thing,
these
my glasses are more distance. I mean, I can still stuff. You know, probably if I take them off, I can still see everything around here. But further away now, I ain't gonna see it.
distance is getting bad for me because I'm looking now and I can't. I used to be able to see. I have a cross on the wall that has the Lord's Prayer, and I used to be able to see that. I can't, and it's a big cross. And street signs,
Oh,
street signs. I got to be very pretty close to them now. You know,
mm,
I got
yeah,
to be
mine's
pretty
not
close
that
now.
bad.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll go on. And so my husband told me because I this morning, my eyes were bothering me, my glasses and stuff. And he said, you want me to make that call? I said, yeah, go on and call him. Call him, make the call. So they weren't in today. They weren't available to make appointments for optometry. They have other patients coming in for other stuff. But he said, I'll call Monday and we'll start the process. And I said, good. I want to be able to do things without always having to reach. Because my daughter was like, I'm used to paying for my contacts every certain amount of months. She said, I just have them take it out. You know, she said, now I get to stop that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because she'll either do her contacts or her glasses. But yeah, I'm just glad that she can see as well as she can now because like I said, I didn't know uh it was as bad as it was until she was like, who moved the shampoo and the conditioner in the shower?
Don't be
I'm
messing up
using.
my day.
Yeah, she like, you know, I'm thinking I'm using shampoo and it's not lathering. And then I'm feeling it. And I'm like, this feels like conditioner. She has to go by the feel,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's not lathering. So that's how she knew. And I was like, see, that ain't right.
At least she has those senses. I was
Yeah.
my daddy is legally blind, and
Oh,
the last time he did, he put down some wood to make a flower bed for me, and
uh-huh.
this was years ago, and I noticed he would feel with his hands to know where to
Mhm.
put the nails, and I
Uh-huh.
noticed that, and but at that time he still had some vision. Now he really doesn't have peripheral vision at all,
Oh,
but but that's from glaucoma. So,
oh, okay. Yeah.
girl, I ain't messing with nobody. The last time I went to Miami with him, he had a piece
I
of
told
hair.
him about your eye surgery. Uh, My night vision flare isn't as bad. She said, I said, I told him about your surgery. She said, oh, how I have hawk eyes now. Girl,
See, you
she,
can sing that song. I can see clearly now.
yep, she said, you can't talk to me. Like
Ah,
she
Teeth straightened out.
she said
My eyes are good. You can't talk.
she said, I got my teeth straightened and my eyes are good. You can't talk to me no more.
please,
She paid for the what did you call your Invisalign?
Invisalign.
Yeah, look, when she got grown and got her grown up job, she got her some Invisalign.
Check. That's what I
Oh, my bad. She said she got them with her COVID check when we were getting COVID check.
Oh
grown up.
no, I've this I've gone so many rounds with these braces, and I last time I saw the dentist, I said I should have gotten Invisalign.
Angie
Should
said, hey,
Ah, I can't get on the camera and be cute because I look silly.
she's redoing her twist in her hair right now. So she's half twisted in the back and the rest is just looking like a little troll doll. Yeah, she's doing. Also, I'm growing my hair out a little bit. I'm gonna get some braids.
God, it's action, but
Get out of here with your good sight.
I don't have that. Got me that hurts. I can see my teeth are straight. My hair's gonna be.
She's so cute. She talking about. She says she gonna act out because she got her straight teeth, good eyes. She's doing her hair. She gonna get her eyebrows done. And talking about, and with that new purse you just bought me, talking about I might come home with a husband one day. She crazy.
Oh
My
my
daughter is really crazy. She
Regina
says
said
she
she can
can
see
see her
her
hair.
hair on the gnat's butt.
Yes, she can. Yes, she can. I mean, Regina. She said you could see hair on a gnat's butt. She said I can.
I can see smells now.
She said she can see smells now.
Oh
She
my
can see a
goodness.
smell.
I can see the scent coming off of.
She said she could see the scent coming off of a pie.
They want my eye.
She said they want her eyes in the military to catch people.
Oh my
Mm-mm.
goodness.
Yeah, I'm telling you, she has ever since she could see, because her night vision was very bad, very blurry. Now she's like, I could drive at night without my glasses and all. She said it's just weird not having them. It's weird
Yeah.
because she's had them since fourth grade. Yeah,
I
some
started wearing,
strong glasses,
I've been wearing
very
glasses
strong.
for 32 years I've been wearing
Hmm.
glasses.
That's so funny. Regina said she can see a hair on a gnat's butt. I like that. I like that. Well, I'm gonna be trying to see a hair on a gnat's butt too. 'Cause next week I'm about to go and take care of my business so I can be up here with no glasses on and you know doing all this and that because I
Mm.
can't wear
Well, let
sunglasses.
me know if you see black yarn better.
You know, I was thinking about that myself. I was really thinking about that myself because I don't know though, because I have a cousin that has great vision and it bothers her too. And she's young, she's in her early 30s. And
Hmm.
she will say, I will charge people extra if it's because she makes bucket hats. And this lady wanted to, and I did too. She made me a single crochet bucket hat. And it was a thinner yarn that she had ordered from Europe. And I liked it because it was kind of stretchy a bit, but she charged me a little extra because it
Hmm.
was black. And I said, I know, I understand. I'm a crocheter and I'll pay it. Because I tell her, I said, I buy things from people who crochet because if I like it,
Hmm.
I know I could probably make it, but I don't want to. I don't want to. So, I said, I bought your earrings and what's her name's earrings. I bought dolls now from Ornica, the Olivia and me. This lady I just recently bought a doll for my mother-in-law, Barbette. I think her name, she's a doll maker, Barbette. She makes I said, hey, you selling that doll? She said, yeah. I bought it. I'm waiting for or Aniqua to have her next doll sale because I got my Mother's Day, birthday, and Christmas gift. I said,
Mm-mm-mm.
I want to, my mom has a lot of my dolls, but if I can get them and I like them and I'm gonna buy it from you. I don't care. I am not that person to say, oh, I can make that. I can. Yeah, I probably can, but I don't want to.
What's your prescription?
I got my readers?
Yeah, because you
225, 2.25. My readers are.
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah.
don't have to just go in and you don't have to go to
I'm going
my
next.
people to get approved for it.
I'm going to his next week.
You mean ours?
Yeah, yours and your dad. No, heifer. She talking about I pay for my own vision because she has no vision. She don't have to pay for nothing. Talking about she paid for her own vision because she doesn't have to pay
Well,
anything.
I don't have to pay for both. I have to pay for contacts and glasses.
I know.
So then when I got this, I got to drop it and they gave me
Drop
like
both.
my money back and it was nice. It was not
Oh.
like 40 some bucks, but
Yeah.
it was 40 I didn't have 4.
Yeah.
So
Great.
yeah, it was nice. I see. Oh, I'm so excited.
We know you're excited, Drake. Get on out of here and finish your hair. Looking like a little troll doll. Yeah.
She said she's gonna bring y'all a son-in-law.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Gigi?
She said she's gonna bring y'all a son-in-law.
We'll have to approve him. We'll have to approve. She's been, I have to say, she's been very good with because she goes on those dating sites and everything, but when she sees a red flag, if he doesn't believe in God,
There's a
if he's
plenty
in
of them.
between jobs, living situation kind of shady. The minute she catches them in an unnecessary lie, she just, goes on with it because she's like, don't, if you start out lying, no telling what else you're gonna lie about,
Got that right.
And she said, I'm busy with school anyway, so I'll just keep on moving on. And I said, yeah, you have to see it that way. You got to keep on moving on and proving yourself. And then, worry about it, later, because you got a ways to go getting your little career together and stuff like that. They're going to be there, the good, the bad, the ugly, they all going to be there. So, but yeah, she'll show me some of her choices on some of those sites. And it's pretty sad. It's pretty.
Hola, is Maritza saying goodbye?
Hola, Marita saying hi. Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty different. And then these AI pictures that people can do these days of themselves,
Child,
it's sad. I'm like,
everything is AI.
why do you take
Everything.
pictures with filters and then when people see you, they're
Like,
like, who are you? Your nose was slimmer. Your your neck didn't look like that. People, and then those people they get mad. No, you don't be mad at me because you were using filters. I've seen all kind of people talk about that, but yeah, I've had some people that I know that are whenever they're on Instagram, their pictures are filters and they've altered it.
I don't even
So
know how to do a filter. So what you see is
they altered it. And whenever I see this person, I look at her and I'm like, why do you do that? Why? You're young. Just look like what you look like. You're young. You got
no.
young skin, you work
When
out.
I hear young people doing Botox and stuff like
Ooh,
that, and
she
I was
does
like,
it.
you ain't even got a wrinkle yet, and doing
She started
Botox
doing
already.
it. She started doing it around 33, something like that, talking about aging gracefully. I said, that's not aging gracefully. That's not. When you're doing Botox at that young 30s, that's, talking about preventative measures.
Botox is not preventative.
Do you ever stop to think what happens if your money gets funny and you can't afford those shots in your face anymore?
Child, we had a couple down here a few years ago with Botox. Both of them about died. Both of them. I say, because Botox is botulism.
Yes, it is. That's what scares me. They better take a biology class.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I could never understand. I'm like, do they really know what that is?
Nope.
And it freezes the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural,
Mm-hmm.
and if you don't keep it up, then it looks worse. It's like a catch-22. But
Mm-hmm.
it looks strange when you try to smile and it makes your lips go weird because it's all right here.
Everything is frozen, and you
And
got that.
this is frozen.
You don't have when you frown, you don't have wrinkles on your brow. It's like who
It's
frowns
just
about that?
smooth. Yeah, it's just all smooth and tight looking.
Yep.
And you be like, why is your forehead shiny and tight? It's just weird. I have a
They do.
my doctor. I didn't recognize her. I hadn't seen her in a while, even though she's my doctor at Kaiser, because you know how Kaiser is. If y'all have Kaiser, if you know, you know. You may make an appointment, but I hadn't seen my doctor in a year or two because she was never available. So when I saw her, she walked past. I didn't know it was her.
Mm, mm.
Then finally, when we went into the appointment, I was like, I don't want to say her name in case, but I
Okay.
looked and then I couldn't stop looking at her through the whole um I was really and I know she could tell I was looking at her.
Mm,
All right here, she had threading and they did the thread and they pulled this back. Well, her eyebrows weren't thick enough to hide this little area where the thread pulled and I could see something pulling it back, girl. It's like when you get your braids done and they're too tight and it's pulling you back like this or your ponytails. It
mm,
was really doing that. And this was all smooth and shiny. And
mm,
she's younger than me.
mm, mm,
And all this was pulled back tight. And
mm.
I was looking at her like, what the hell did you do to yourself? You're a pretty woman. It was scary. And then I said, because, I'm an internet snoop. I was like, and
Well,
then I see she's now working with a company that sells that and does that stuff. So on the
oh
side,
Lord, oh
she's
Lord.
working for a company that does the threading and the shots and all this stuff.
Ugh, mm-mm.
She looks scary, girl. Her face looks like a mask now.
Well, they all these people doing the Ozempic to lose all that weight. There are
You
too
know
many
what?
side effects for that medicine.
Let me tell you, I'm scared of that. I ordered a walking pad. It comes tomorrow from Amazon. I'm gonna take my little walking pad and I'm gonna be walking this weight off. Okay. Me and VJ used to ride our stationary bikes and look at the same little uh you could ride through Italy, we used to do that. Well, I'm gonna do the walking ones now on my walking pad, walk a mile or two a day. I will walk it off, but I'm not going to take pills. I'm scared of
No,
whatever
no
active.
shots. I said I can't imagine giving myself a shot. I don't know how often I don't know if they do it once a week, once a month. Well, I just can't.
There's weight loss clinics that I've seen. Some ladies at my school, they were in the office and they were going to go on a trip to Mexico. So they wanted to lose weight as much as they could. They were going to these weight loss clinics getting shots. And this
Mm,
was about 5 years ago. And
mm,
all of a sudden, they were losing weight. And I was like, well, what are y'all doing? Are you guys working out together? Oh, we went to, I don't want to say it, I might get in trouble.
mhm,
And they give you these shots, and girl, it works. I said, well, does that not scare you? Like, what is it about this shot that is just making you drop weight? And you're kind of eating the same, but it's making you drop weight and you're exercising just a tiny bit.
mhm.
But the weight is back. Needless to say, it don't stay gone. The weight is
No,
back 10 times.
it's
But
hard to get weight off if you don't actively work on it. And a
mhm,
pill and a shot, and if you don't do the necessary work of watching what you eat and exercising, there's calories in, calories out.
yes, it is. That's the plan. That's all it is to it because I've been watching my portions and timing when I eat and not eating too late.
Mhm.
Last night I didn't eat enough. I didn't eat because I write down what I eat on my little what's that? Because I have my Samsung watch and I'm writing down everything. I didn't eat enough calories and I was feeling it. So I went on and got up and ate me a small salad with some cottage cheese for protein and stuff, and I felt better immediately. But I've been watching my portions and it's working out. I have been at my high. I could feel when you don't feel good when you have too much weight on you. I don't. I know when I've gained too much. I've gotten to that point and
Mhm.
I got on that scale and it screamed at me. I said, "What? Who is that?" And I got on the scale twice, girl, and I was like, "Yeah, that's me." So
Yep.
I
I
said,
can't
"I got to
stand it.
start." And so I've lost 6 pounds, but I was 177. I said, I ought to be ashamed of myself. And
Mm,
I'm just doing in little increments because
yep,
I would like to be 140, but I can't do it sitting on my butt on YouTube all day. So I just,
I know it.
I change my portions, change the times I eat, and I got my walking pad and I have my gym membership. I'm gonna start going with my son and my daughter. My husband and they all go too. My fat butt, the only one that didn't go. So I have my little walking pad because it's been raining out here, and I have my stationary bike. It's right by my bed. And what am I doing? Just like everybody else, hanging clothes on it. So I'm gonna get it off. I'm gonna do my 20 minutes a day on there, walk a couple of miles on my pad, and try to shake it off. I don't have no excuse. I'm retired. I have no excuse to be up here looking like this, not
Yeah,
feeling good.
I
Yeah.
definitely noticed the difference when I stopped consuming the meat.
Mhm. Yep.
Felt so much better. So now, but the hard part is, trying to figure out. Like I've tried the one thing that I really, 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 really liked. I did some tofu buffalo chicken wing,
Uh-huh.
whatever you want to call it. And the girl that I followed, she says, "Oh, when she used to eat me, she says I love chicken wings, love." She's like, "But it's not about the chicken, it's the sauce." And I was like, "Yep, it's the sauce."
If you try, Jeanette has some nice things on her DIY life, some good vegetarian. I did her fried cauliflower buffalo wing ones.
I've
They're
done those multiple times. Cauliflower is cauliflower to me. I cannot
really, but it's the
pass.
seasoning that you put. Well, I don't know if I did mine exactly like hers, but I put seasoning in the batter and
I've
seasoned it
done
up, and
I've
then
done
I dipped
all
it,
that.
and then I did it, and it tastes good. And I just put a little bit of barbecue sauce or ranch.
I
Every
have
time I
done.
go somewhere, I gotta have it. But that is good. And the tofu, when I go to my Chinese food place, they have a vegetable tofu stir fry.
Mhm,
It's good. They crisp up that tofu and put whatever they put on it and put it in there with the stir fry veggies.
mhm.
I love it. I love it. But I got a tofu press. Huh?
Yeah, I
Let
just
me
use
check.
heavy pots and press it. Child. One girl
Yeah.
I saw, she actually freezes hers first, which makes no sense because when it thaws out, she still has to press it. So I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Here, Dre.
Can't get rid
See
of
what
that.
your hawk
Got
got.
to get that water out of there. But I've been
Yeah. I got
experimenting
a
with all
tofu.
kinds of stuff.
I got a tofu press so I can learn how to do it and all that myself. So, but I like tofu, it takes the flavor of whatever you
Yep,
flavor it with.
yep.
So, and I know they say you have to be careful of the soy and all that stuff,
Mhm.
but it's better than the meat and all these things they put in the meat.
I know.
Cause
There's another guy. I don't even know how he popped up, but he did. Um, he's a vegan. He uses no rice, no oil. He has a beef dish.
try it.
He makes this beefy kind of mixed, so you can do meatloaf or hamburgers or meatballs, whatever you want. Whatever you do with beef, you can do
Uh-huh.
with. And it's a lot of ingredients, but it's interesting how he who knew that when you cooked up that many vegetables that all of that water would come out of it. And I was like, what? So I did it. I finally got all of the ingredients, and there's a lot of ingredients. But I cooked it and I liked it. But the mistake I made was the tomato paste and the walnuts is supposed to be a paste. I threw it
Oh,
all in there together, everything all at once. And then when I watched the video, I was like, "Oops, I wasn't supposed to do that."
you like, ooh.
But it still tasted good, and I used it. I ate it. I used it with some tomato sauce. I actually made me some tacos with it. Threw
Uh-huh.
some salsa over it, and I did a wrap with it. And then I said,
Mm.
okay, I'm full now. I'm gonna freeze the rest of. So I put the rest of it in the freezer. And I said when I want to do a burger, because I want to do some burgers with it. And I found some vegan Gouda cheese. I cannot wait to taste. I love Gouda. That is like my all-time favorite cheese. So
Yeah.
I'm the
When you
vegan.
start eating less meat, there's so many good recipes out there. They're very flavorful.
Mhm.
I remember when I was a vegetarian for about a year and a half. My taste palette changed because they say meat does coat your taste buds, and it did. It changed a lot when I became vegetarian for that year and a half, and it wasn't hard. I
No.
don't remember. I mean, because people would say, "Oh, let's go out and eat." Oh, I forgot you're a vegetarian, and I was like, "That don't mean I can't eat some French fries."
That's right.
And a salad and whatever else. I said, you'd be shocked at how much I can eat. Now I wasn't ooh Lord, my food can't be cooked on any grill that there was me. I wasn't like a staunch vegetarian. So if it had like chicken flavor in it, you
Yep.
know, but I just knew that whenever I stopped eating meat, whatever hormones and whatever it is in that meat, my swelling in my body, because I have fibromyalgia,
Mhm.
the swelling in my body and my joints go down when I'm not eating meat,
Mhm.
So I noticed that. So it's,
Yeah, they do. I was trying to watch this show, You Are What You Eat, and they have three sets of twins that they are experimenting. One has a regular diet, the other one has a vegan diet. And
mhm.
I was watching it and I was doing good, and they were going through their testing and everything like that. And then when they started talking about the animals, I stopped watching it. I said, I cannot hear that. I just cannot hear what they do to animals.
Oh yeah.
So I just left. So I haven't
Yeah.
watched it. I'm like, I want to keep watching it, but I just got to get past that lady talking about the animal because North Carolina is like the pig capital of the world, and they talk about
Ooh.
the cruelty of the pigs and how they're. And I said, all the chickens, all of them are. They show
No,
some
that's
things
fine.
about how the chickens are deformed and stuff. It's just like, oh, I can't take it. I just can't. So.
Yeah, it's a lot when you see the way the animals are treated and the things they do. When
Mhm.
I saw how they give chickens certain type of food with hormones and stuff in it so they can grow quicker
Yeah.
and larger,
Yep.
and they can kill them quicker and make, sell it to the meat distributors. I was like, that makes sense because when I'm eating certain chicken with the hormone or an antibiotic or whatever,
Hmm.
my body swells. And when I stop eating chicken,
And the thing is, you see a chicken thigh that looks like a turkey thigh. Turkeys
yes,
are much bigger than a chicken.
yes,
And the chickens are so big they don't even can't move because they're too big. Their breast
yes.
area is too big and they topple over. I was like, no, I can't watch that. I just
Yeah, I saw it where this guy was trying to be a chicken farmer and sell to these people, and they were like, what's wrong with that? When they said, oh, he grew so quickly that his legs could not hold the weight of the chicken, and his little legs were broken, so he was just sitting on the ground and stuff. And they said, yeah, we'll have to. And then there was this one chicken that was sprinting all around, and they said, what's wrong with him? He's all small and little. And they said, oh, that's the one of the regular chickens. He was
Mhm.
just sprinting all around. All the other ones were moving kind of slow, and because they'd gotten fat so quickly. They said, "Yeah, he doesn't eat a lot. He doesn't eat a lot of the food, and he's just sprinting around looking all regular." So when we see these smaller packs of chicken, and we think, "Well, that's the normal chicken,"
Right.
we're used to seeing these hormone-fed chickens that we shouldn't be eating.
Hmm.
You know,
I
you
remember
go to Trader Joe's, Sprouts,
to
all
an
these health
event.
food places, you'll see
I
the
went to
difference.
I know I went to an event like 2 3 years ago, and they had the food trucks out there, and there was a guy with us, and he was a big dude, and he got some chicken wings, but they were regular sized chicken wings. He was so pissed off because they were regular sized chicken wings, and he felt cheated.
Yes, he got regular sized chicken wings, and he thought he was done wrong.
Yep.
Instead of getting those hormone fed chicken legs, yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, that's why you look at the packages and some of them will say hormone and antibiotic free.
Free. Yep.
And you
And
really
then,
got to pay
then
attention to
they
that
have the
now.
ones that's free range chicken.
Well, I found out about what that means
Yeah.
too. How that
Yeah. It
they
ain't
could
that don't
take
mean
the
killing
kids are
me.
in the chicken are in a warehouse. As long as we're that door area where they enter out, if you put a little pin that could be as big as a baby's playpen where they can go outside
Mm-hmm.
at will, that is
Mm-hmm.
free range.
Yep. It
When
is
I
not
saw
like
the
they out
show
there
and
on a
they
farm.
defined it, not at all. Not it, it does not mean that at all.
Yep.
And so they'll be out there, chicken wranglers trying to, let them rotate and go outside for a minute, and they don't want to go outside, but they'll try to push them out there and get them out there, and some of them are breaking their little legs because they've gotten fat too quickly,
Yep.
you know, and yeah, that's the free range eggs, and I don't let it fool
Yep.
you. It is not what you think. They are not on the farm, clucking in the chicken yard. I already
That's
gave it to her,
true.
but I guess it's wrong. I can't figure out what it is. I'll try this. I'll write down. Can't remember the passwords to. Yeah, it's never what you think.
VJ wants to know if you went to Chef Babbitt's restaurant. Why does that name
Chef
sound familiar to
Babbitt.
me?
Who's Chef Babbitt?
That name sounds familiar to me, but I don't know
Babbitt.
why.
Is it a vegetarian place or what type of place is it? Babbitt. Mm. Astrea or Mel, did they turn on the dishwasher? Yeah, I don't know who's Chef Babbitt.
Mm,
She's an African American. No, I haven't been. If she's, I wonder where it's located. I wonder if it's in LA. I don't go to LA a lot. It is not the place to be for me. Um, my daughter does, and I'll be worried to death until she gets home. But um, I may try do a little hop, skip, and a jump out there during the week, early in the day. Maybe the criminals are asleep, but
they
girl,
definitely.
I don't have the things that they want, but who knows what they want. I saw this poor man. He owns a gym. Used to be a little amateur fighter. He's outside his own gym,
Mm,
walking his little poodle.
mm, mm.
These three guys jump out of a car and try to beat him down to get his Rolex. He held on to that Rolex and they kicked. It was all on film because the
Mm,
buildings have, and they were
mhm,
kicking him and all that. And the poor poodle was like, "What the hell going on?" And
mm.
they didn't get it though. But I tell you, because they were like, "We're gonna shoot you," and he said, "I figured if they had a gun, they'd have already shot me." So
That's
I kept
right.
fighting. He said, "I kept fighting." And he said, "This is the first thing that I bought when I was able to, when my gym became safe." You know what? It's a million Rolexes. It's called insurance. And they could have had that watch and whatever else they wanted. I mean, thank God he made it through the beat down
Mm,
and
mm,
stuff,
mm.
and was able to fight them off. But what if not? Your life would have been gone for a Rolex.
Or Rolex. Yep.
But yeah, they're doing stuff like that where they just jump out because they're watching people and following people now.
Yep. Yep.
And so and then they said, so after they did that to him, they went a couple of blocks down and did a successful robbery and beat up somebody and took some of their things and stuff. But it's sad that you can't wear what you want to wear in terms of your diamonds, your this, your that, but you have to read the room,
Yep.
know where you are. And these people are coming onto Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills, all these well-to-do places, and just jumping out and robbing people and taking their things. So I'm like, and sometimes how people have you eating out on the patio, the balcony. Sometimes they're coming up to those people and robbing them and
Yep.
coming
Snatching
in
these purses
restaurants.
right
And
off
I'm
the
like,
chairs and stuff.
yeah, I'm gonna just stay at the Norm's Diner and stuff like that. Norm's little cafe, the little, Denny's or whatever. I don't
Yep.
think anybody's coming into Denny's trying to
Rob,
the
because
little.
they figure if you're eating there, you ain't got no money.
Yeah, I'll stay at the little corner bakery, little cafes and stuff that I treat myself. The mom and pop
Yep.
little diners,
Yep.
I'ma just stick to that because nobody. But it's just so crazy, and I don't want to be a person that I'm scared to go out.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't want to get, beaten to where, I'm no longer conscious or in a coma or I don't need that.
Nope.
I made it to retirement. I'm just trying to
Exactly. Live
I
a
made
good
it to
life.
retirement with these crazy kids doing what they do, you know.
It's just unreal how violent this country is.
It is because people feel that, there's the repercussions are not great enough to where people, they know they get paroled for good behavior, especially if
Mm-hmm.
they didn't kill you. But the person that they beat will have lifelong, issues.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They become agoraphobic where they're afraid
Yep.
to go out and, you know, it's,
That's why I keep my old behind 17-year-old car, and nobody ever has to think I got any money.
all right, Angie, take it easy.
My
She
little
said the cold
Prius is
medicine making her drowsy.
all
Angie,
right. Get your sleep.
get
Best
your rest, girl,
that's
like
the
I
best
had to.
medicine. Rest.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I probably need to go get some more. We ran out of orange juice and apple juice. I got to get some more of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like to go out and do things, but I have to take into consideration, and I do look at my neighborhood next door app and all those to see what's going on around town and what's what. And oh, Inglewood, oh nah, girl, nah, baby, Inglewood in the hood, no good. Nope. Yeah,
I wonder if I've seen that name sounds so familiar. I wonder if I've seen her like on
Inglewood. Hey,
some
babe, how is
special.
Inglewood lately? How is Inglewood lately to go to? Mm. Yeah, we probably won't be doing I think your does she live? Yeah, his aunt lives in Inglewood near the Forum. The Forum, that's a different area, but
It's a bit closer. LAX is not far.
yeah. Mm. I would have to look it up on Google Maps and check that area out because no, it's a restaurant called Stuff I Eat. It's a vegan restaurant run by a black woman. It's on 114 North Market Street in Inglewood.
Yeah, I think there's a State Brothers by the airport.
The airport area is not good, LAX.
Not for the
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, the LAX area where that is, the girl, you get in, get out, get in, get out. But so I'll look it up and see. I haven't even been to Tabitha Brown's. I want to go though. Kale My Name.
She
Tabitha
got a
Brown's
restaurant.
vegan restaurant. Kale My Name.
She got a restaurant.
Yeah,
Tabitha.
the first one. I think she has one in Chicago with this guy. She partnered with him. He was doing it first, and she partnered with him, and so in Chicago, and then she brought one out here to LA, and it's called Kale Kale. Kale My Name. I think
Mm.
it's called. And so she has that, and I've heard it's good, but they say it is a lot of fried foods or whatever. But I'm still gonna go check that out one day. But they say sometimes it's hard to get into because a lot of people want to go, and it's like vegan. It's got some
Well,
vegan soul
well,
food stuff. So
first of all, it's fried because she know what we like.
yeah,
She got to
yeah,
get us in there.
hmm yeah. So I want to try that too one day. Like I said, if I go to LA, I'm gonna go early, and I'm not gonna let the sun set on me in LA. It shall not set on me.
Ooh.
I will get out there early, do a lunch, and come on back. Because I remember
Mm-mm.
last I went to LA was the garment district, huh? The fabric district when I was sewing stuff a lot. Um, I would take my husband with me to the garment district in LA because
That area just safe.
it was shady then. I mean, everywhere you go smelled like urine. Even the nice places where looking for fabric, great prices though. Don't get me wrong. If you want some beautiful fabric, they have there's people selling African fabric, beautiful. I would not go by myself because walking in between some of the warehouses and stuff is some shady characters. And
Mhm.
make sure you bring a mask because it's gonna stink. It's gonna stink. And just I would not go by myself. I don't care if you just go with another, friend or whatever. But yeah, the deals, there's a place called Michael Levine's Fabric. And then right across the street is his discount store. So you
Mm.
go up these narrow, shady stairway, and when you get up there, there's gigantic cardboard boxes filled with fabric. I mean,
Mm.
you might get 12 yards of a fabric and you fill a bag and they'll weigh it and they'll say, $20. They'll fill the trash bag and they'll say $20. You'll be like, yeah, that sounds good. I mean, you will
Wow.
get silk, satin, whatever whatever didn't sell, and they just take it across the street, put it up in there. So now I see these people on YouTube selling fabric now. And I know, like I said, I know how and where they get it. They go to these places. You can get yards and yards of fabric for $2
Mm.
and resell it for, 10, 20, whatever, boutique
Mhm.
fabric. People love that stuff. And yeah, that's been a long time since I think it might have been 10 years since we've been down there, huh? It's been a
Mm.
long time. Yeah, it's been about 10 years. We would go down there to the fabric district, the garment district. You get good deals on clothing, awesome deals. Earrings, like you'll see these little earrings like you making stuff,
Mhm.
for just pennies, and people are buying them. And some people we know here on YouTube reselling them on I ain't mad at them, no, but I know where they
They
get the purses and all that purses.
and there's somebody always on Facebook, going to people's Facebook groups and saying, "Oh, my business is closing," and then people say, "That's a scam. It's a scam."
Uh-uh.
I was like, "This is so great," but they'll have all these name brand purses listed up there talking about their business is closing. Get it for
Sometimes it
$20.
happens. I know one time at the garment district, it was a yarn dealer and he was going out of business. And I guess he had to be out of there by a certain time. Because I remember Jamie put it up. And I just didn't want to go down to the garment district. That's what
Mm.
turned me off. She was loading her truck up, her
Mhm.
thing with all these spools of yarn, like the stuff you guys used to make the earrings and stuff. The
Mhm.
guy just had it all outside. And he was like, if you want it, take it. Because we're gonna have to throw it away. So
Mm.
she was loading up and saying, you guys come out there. She was telling us, you guys come down here and get it. You could just load your truck up or your car and come back. He don't care. He's got to get rid of this stuff. It was free.
Mm.
And
Mm.
I just did not want to go down to that garment district. And I just didn't. I said, well, that show is nice. I wish I sure wish I had the feeling, but I was like, I don't, I'm not there yet. I might get back there now that I'm retired. I don't have to deal with as much work stress. I may get there again, go down there and see what yarn and stuff they have. But so far, Hobby Lobby has been doing me good when they have their big sales. I haven't shopped for yarn in a minute. Well, I take that back. I think I
Yeah.
went in December, or was it November? November or December? Because I got some stuff my yarn was getting old. My yarn
Yeah.
was getting old. And it's okay when I'm making dolls because for their dresses, I like it to stand out and this and that. But if I'm making wearables, like I started making some hats for people, I
Mhm.
can't have old yarn because the fibers start flying and it's really stiff and it gets dry rotty. Even though I have it in
Yep.
tubs, even though you have it in tubs, your yarn can get old.
Yep, just like
So
anything, and
yeah, it can. So I had to get some
that's
fresh
why I have to
yarn.
stop buying it so that I can use what I have, because why
Yes.
keep buying it and I'm looking all over here and in
Hmm.
the garage and there's
Yeah.
yarn everywhere. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and you think it's the yarn making you sick or allergies? No, it's the fact that the yarn is old.
Yep.
And when you're crocheting, the fibers start flying everywhere. And
Mhm.
it's old yarn that's getting in your sinuses and your eyes.
Especially when
And
you frog and stuff.
yes, oh yeah, you frogging, or if you have a fan on, like I have my fan on because I'm always having these hot flashes, and I'm
Mhm.
working with some old yarn, those fibers are flying right in my face, right up my nose, in my eyes, so you got to kind of write a little date on your yarn or something so this is the old yarn. I gotta use this first. New
Mhm.
yarn or whatever how you want to do it. Donate that old yarn. Some people will take it, because it doesn't bother them. But sometimes just know that your yarn gets old. And all
That's
y'all with these, look, all of us, because I'm guilty. Well, all my yarn is in my garage in a tub. But, all of us with yarn in closets, cabinets, under beds, shelving, just kind of realize, your yarn, if it's not covered, it could get dusty,
mhm.
dry rot, all that stuff. It can happen. And then it gives you allergy issues when you're working with it.
Yep.
Yeah, so I separate my yarn now. If it's older, I can make my doll dresses because it doesn't matter. But if it's the wearable stuff, I got to make sure that yarn is right because
Mhm.
it ain't gonna be no good.
All right. I'm gonna get off of here. You have kept me entertained for almost 3 hours.
It says we at 2:55. Do you have all your watch hours you need? Are you still doing that? Making sure you have your watch hours for no?
Girl, I don't even keep track of that.
Oh, because I
I
know
just
people are really I see people really stressing to me. I need watch hours. Play me, play me. I'm like, I'm glad I came. That's just stressful.
I don't I
'Cause
if YouTube doesn't tell me anything, I don't know any better. They
are
send
they
me
still sending you checks?
yep. They
Well,
send
you're doing good.
every week they send you a little update of how you're doing, who's watching what video, and
Yeah.
try to tell you what you should be doing and all that stuff. I said, well, I just started getting regular checks after I went over 5,000 subscribers.
Uh-huh.
I guess because there's between the 5,000 that only get like 1.1, no, 0.1% of the people on my live of the 5,000.
He said 1.0.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. If I have over 5,000 subscribers and I get at most 15, 16 people on a live, where the rest of them at?
You said what the rest of yeah.
So and always when I do giveaways, somebody wins the giveaway that I don't know, that
That
I've
you
never
never heard
seen on
of.
my live, but they won the giveaway.
It reminds me of Whatnot, where, at Whatnot, they used to do giveaways for whoever came into the Whatnot show. Now, a lot of people are doing giveaways for buyers only.
Mm,
And that really curbed all these people coming in the droves because they're like, oh, you're doing a giveaway. Let me come in now. And so now they'll say a buyer's giveaway. If you've bought something, you're automatically entered in. And so then
mm,
that stopped people doing that.
that's
So,
smart.
yeah, I mean, you could do a giveaway too for, certain subscribers. Or are you going to do a membership?
No, I don't have time.
That's because to me, if you do a membership, you do have to take time and make it worth the membership.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
because
do.
I was like, and YouTube always, oh, do a membership, do a membership. I
Yeah.
said, I work 80 plus hours a week. I don't have any extra. My lives,
Yeah.
and I try to do the shorts. I
Hmm.
haven't done a tutorial in God knows how long because I just don't have time.
Yeah.
So that's why I haven't done a membership. I said maybe in the future, and when I have time, I'll do a membership. But right now, it's not, because I feel like if you do a membership, you have to be able to give to the members something you
Yes.
don't give to everybody else.
Yeah, make it special.
Yep. And I don't have time to make nobody special but Gloria. So I can't. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, that's extra. I mean, the affiliations, the memberships, and all that stuff. You have to have time to do that, and I don't have
you
time.
do. You do. You need to make time and make it special for the people who are your members, not that they're just giving you $5 a month for nothing, just to say
Mhm.
they're your member and get a little star by their name. And
Right, right.
yeah, you
And that's
do.
pretty much
'Cause
what they would be like. Oh, thanks for being a member. And they were
yeah,
like, okay, what you gonna give me now? Because
yeah.
that it's a
What's
give
gonna
and
be
take.
special
Yep.
about this members only video that I can't, that I feel that I'm missing something?
Hmm. Like,
Yeah,
I don't write patterns enough. I don't create, and I do. I more of my most of my creations are from someone else's pattern. So
but
it's you got.
look, if you want to give that away to your members, they'll probably take it.
Yeah, but
Your final product.
I got to create it first.
That's true. But girl, Gigi, you got a lot of stuff. Look at
Mm,
them peeps behind you. They laid out, but you got the little peeps. You got the little bag with the happy face. That's beautiful. You got that shawl. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful Easter shawl. Shoot. Look, you got a whole outfit behind you. She got the hat to match. She got the little side bag. You got a lot of stuff, girl. Shoot. Stuff. Oh, you got, let me see, the doll kingdom up there.
Yep. And I only have 3 bunnies left. It was so weird. When I was going on vacation, somebody, I was just getting ready to go to sleep, and I looked at my phone, and somebody had, um, I think they had ordered the one of my bunnies. I was like, oh man. First I was like, well, I gotta pack it up now because I'm leaving tomorrow. So I gotta
Mm-hmm.
So I packed it up and I left it out for the mailman to pick. And I told my daughter, I said, please check to make sure the mailman picks this up. Even though I have the Ring camera, I still want to make sure,
Yeah,
because by the time I look at my phone, the thief will already be
the
gone. And
porch pirate. Mm-hmm.
so it got picked up. So while I was there, somebody ordered my purple ruffle hat, and then somebody ordered the yellow bunny and something else. It was 2 things. I can't remember what the other thing was. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, well, they just have to wait till I get back home. So
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend. I said, oh, and we had just been in Katy, Texas. And I said, oh, wow, it's somebody from Katy, Texas. And then I looked at them. I said, oh, this is Emily. Emily is the person that we had dinner with. Her and her husband. I said, that's our annual meeting because we go to Texas and then they meet us and we have dinner.
Uh-huh.
I'll have dinner. I was like, oh, Emily ordered for me. That is so nice of her.
Yeah.
She,
I gotta get back on it. I got 14 dolls left that are on my whatnot shop. I haven't really been putting effort into it, but I got, like I said, about 40 little small doll bodies that I gotta get with them, and I just haven't been with it lately. I gotta get with it because, like I said, I got all these tubs, about 10 tubs right here ready. I got mermaid tails and everything. I gotta get with it. I gotta get with it. I just been enjoying doing what I want to do when I want to do it.
that's,
But
that,
look,
that's what retirement is all about.
got my one doll leg to the Julie Patootie, a leg and a head. I got a leg and a head. So
Yeah, that's what I would like to be doing, but I have to work. I have to work. My
you
job
said I have to
sucks up
wear a.
all my energy. That's why I really want to do a membership. But then I was thinking, I was like, now if I do a membership, what am I going to I don't have time. I just don't have time. And I really don't know what to give in a membership. I haven't really investigated like how would I want to run the membership. So maybe
It could
one day.
be. It could be. Like you just having a 20, because I've seen some people with the membership videos and they're only like 20 minutes long, maybe. And maybe you just do a little giveaway of your finished objects, have a choice of two.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, because you be making hats and all kinds of stuff. People like crochet stuff, even if they could do it. Like I told you, like me, they still want it. People like to win stuff.
I know they
They
do.
do. They just like to win stuff. And if you just do once a month or twice a month a little giveaway of a hat or like that little the little happy face thing, that's really cute. I mean, people will be all up in your membership.
Well, when I find time for it, I might think about it. But right now, I'm doing this once a week
Yeah,
live, and that's about all the energy I have.
I understand because I remember when I was working, it was hard to find even just the creativity in my dolls. I'd just be sitting there looking at them like, you need something, but I don't know what you need. You know, I'm serious. I look at it, it have the nice dress, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. What else do I do to you? I don't know. So, but I've ordered all my stuff from Temu. I got my little, like all the little charms and stuff from Temu, doll dresses that I'll put on some of them. Let me see. The little bows,
Hmm.
inexpensive hair bows, $3 for this pack of. Me and Temu are best friends. We might not should be, but
Girl, I got off of that real quick. I said, y'all ain't gonna suck me dry with this. Nope.
girl, I mean, but when they have the 98-cent bag of like pearls or charms or little stuff you could do to make the doll earrings, 98 cents, I just
Hmm.
be like,
Yeah,
let me
I
get
have
it while I can, because
I have
I don't.
pearls and beads and all kinds. Why? And my other downfall was falling for this resin thing. I love doing resin. Ooh,
Yeah, like these little roses, it's hard to see, but they're little rose charms,
mhm,
and I can use those for earrings to put on the doll's dresses. 100 of these for
mhm,
98 cents. I'm fixing to load up. I'll put
mhm.
them all over the doll's dress or whatever. You know how I do. I overdo it, but me and Tamu, we're good friends with the charms and stuff. I don't do the yarn because I don't trust it, but everybody says it's good. But I
And
buy all their
I
charms.
haven't seen, I'm surprised I haven't seen a bunch of Temu
Yarn haul.
yeah, the halls, just the halls in general. Because last year everybody was showing them over, and oh, they were just
Hmm.
overload. But I haven't seen one in a long time.
Yeah, that and who else I get? Shein. Shein. I don't know how to say it. Shine. Shein.
Shein,
Whatever.
Shein.
Yeah, I get their little
Watch
charms.
the Netflix or the Hulu special. One of them, I think it's Hulu, had the thing about Shein.
What
Oh
they
my,
say?
oh how crooked it is. There is a crochet artist. Her name is Bailey Bailey something. I follow her
Stealing
on.
her designs.
Ooh, woo, hunty. Let me tell you, they have stolen every designer's design and
Yeah,
made it
I've heard
their
about
truth.
that. I've heard about that, but as long as they keep giving me my $2 bag of charms,
I know it, but the only um company that has not settled with them, I think it was Ralph Lauren. And they
mm.
were sued by everybody. And
Oh
they
yeah,
interviewed Bailey, what's her name? Bailey something. But they interviewed her in that documentary. And they asked if she wanted to sue. She's like, "Yeah, I would like to sue, but that costs money. I don't have
it
that
costs
kind
money to sue. Yeah,
of."
it's not a free thing. You got to
Nope.
have a lawyer that's willing to go the distance because they're a big company, so they will drag it out in court until you can no longer pay for your lawyer.
They will. She wouldn't even have a business.
No.
They
That's
drag
why,
her to
people
court.
say put out patterns for your dolls. I don't feel like I don't know if you saw Aniqua and I think it was LaShonda on the It's Me, but it's me, but it's
No,
not me or
I
something like that.
no, I don't.
Well,
I
they
didn't.
talked about that and how people were stealing their pictures of their dolls and doing all that stuff. And they had to take the time to go after them and say, hey, that's my doll.
Hmm.
And no, I think it was somebody either on Ravelry or something took a picture of Aniqua's dolls or some company, Shein or somebody, Alibaba. Alibaba had pictures of hers and the Christian Crocheter doll selling it, saying you can buy this doll for $10 or $20.
Woo!
And they
Her
had to
name,
say,
her
hey,
name is Bailey Pardo. Bailey
Bailey
Pardo.
Carter.
That's the name. Um, she her it, it, her the outfit that they had on Shein that she had created. They sold it for $25.
I believe it. My daughter and I went into TJ Maxx, saw a beautiful, it was a lot of little granny squares, little sweater tied at the neck and netted arms. And I
Hmm.
told my daughter, I just have to go over and see how much this is. Because had I made this for someone, I would charge at least 75 or more because of the little granny squares. It was 19.99. And
Hmm.
when I looked at it, I always look close. The granny squares were made out of cotton thread,
Hmm.
and I looked close because back in the day, the threads would be kind of dry rotted, and
Hmm.
some may be coming loose so that the first time you washed it, it would be like obliterated. But now they've gotten better. That it was made very well for $20. And I said, man, they make it hard for handmade people, but if we find our customers, if
Hmm.
we find our audience of people, they'll stick with you.
Yeah.
They'll stick with you. I have a lot of repeat buyers. A lot of I think we all do. We
There's
have a lot of
um
repeat buyers, but it's just hard when those stores do that, and I know they're trying to make a penny too, but don't steal.
they interviewed the one of the guys that has the company that does the crocheting and stuff. And he's like, they want to pay you pennies to do this work. And he says, we can't work off of that.
That's a
But
sweatshop.
yeah, and a lot of the companies that do that work for them don't even know what's going on.
No, they don't know. They're just taking an order.
Yep.
They're
They
trying to
got
make
their
their
little
pennies. They're just
got
taking
their
an order.
I'm trying to find that it it's a was this the one? Oh, this
Because
is
to
kind
be,
because this is like her signature style. She likes to put holes in different places.
oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's
And
easy. They're gonna steal that real quick.
yep. And that's the thing. I mean, I look at her stuff. I mean, I say that's a some of the stuff she does is a lot of work. And
Yeah,
then you
it's
got somebody.
solid and all that. So that's a lot of work to do. That's you just have to know we as creators that
Now she and a get
somebody
that
gonna, ooh, that's
and
pretty.
sell it for $20. And she the
$20.
yarn alone.
Thank
So,
you. You just gotta know, that somebody gonna do you wrong. Like from Timu, I got these little Hello Kitty little
mm-hmm,
charms.
mm-hmm.
And I know it's not made by Sanrio. I could tell. It's not made by Sanrio, but I'm sorry I bought it.
Yeah. And
Got a whole bag of them.
Temu and Shein are the Walmart of the
Yes,
world
of the
because
internet.
yep, they used to be mom and pops, and Walmart pushed all of them out.
Hmm.
Now you got Temu and Shein that's pushing out designers, and they knocking off
Yeah.
everybody. Because when I was in the army, people love going to Korea because you can get anything and everything. Korea, Shanghai, places like that, you can get anything and everything made by they are the best tailors in the world. They can
Hmm.
make anything. And when I was in the military, people would always want to go over there so they can get all their suits and stuff made and dirt cheap and all that stuff. Now this is what it has become.
You got to be careful though, because you always see those videos where people are like, "This is what I thought I ordered. This is what I got."
Yep.
I'm sorry, the videos be cracking me up. They be cracking me up. This is what I thought I was getting, but this is what I got.
Ooh, child. Look, I like this. Look at this. If I had that body, I'd be
Shoot, that's beautiful. And that's not hard to make either.
nope. And that's
That
why
is not hard to
they
make.
knocking her off left and right.
That's why like I said, it's just so hard. You just got to know that somebody's going to be stealing for you. So you got to do the best you could do to reach out immediately and get your crowd of people. And,
Yep.
she says, VJ says, Forever 21 has a lot of crochet items. Yes, they do. They were the
Yep.
first people who I saw with the crochet items. And they were the cowls, those cowls that we would make.
Mm-hmm.
And I would tell my students, look at them carefully because a lot of that yarn, you'll find a nick or, it's dry rot or something. And when you wash it, it's coming loose.
Mm-hmm.
And my student was like, yeah, but it's only $19.99. Da, da, da. Okay, well, you better wear the hell out of it for that $20 because the minute you wash it, or those little crochet looking hats that we make, it's over. And then they would
And
come and ask me to fix it. It would have a hole in it at the top where they put that the little pom-pom, and they'd be
mm-hmm.
like, oh, Miss Barnett, can you fix it? When I washed it, it came apart and this and that. I said, I could, but I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
charge you.
That's right.
I'm gonna
I
charge
thought
you
it was
because
it was only $20. That's $20 you just threw out the window.
yeah. And I said, because if I were to hand make this hat and you wash it, it's not coming apart. It's
Mm-mm.
not, because I'm not missing a stitch. I'm not using dry rotted material. But now they've gotten a little better, but still it makes it very hard for us. But that's why I said I'm not doing patterns and stuff. I'm just gonna do my thing and I'll buy other people's patterns. Because if
Mm.
somebody steal my stuff, child, I can't do nothing about it. What you gonna do? Stomp your feet? Because I don't have money to get a lawyer. Because even if you get a lawyer to send them a stop and desist or deceased, whatever,
Yeah.
that costs about
Yes.
$200.
That's a
What
Prince outfit. Oh my God. But a
is
girl will
that?
walk around with their behinds out like
Is
that.
that crochet?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that
I
between
know
the
I know
private
how I
part.
feel about it. I ain't wearing it. But
Even if I could, I just don't. I wouldn't do it. I don't want it. Even if I could, I wouldn't do it.
her stuff
The
is
styles are very, yeah.
out.
People crochet just about anything these days. Everything should not be crocheted.
I know.
It just should not. And
Not only crochet but worn.
yeah, yeah. You shouldn't have your little one and two out to the public. Like, where you gonna wear that? I hope you have on
That
a
is
some.
that is one of the reasons why I don't like going to the beach anymore.
Yeah,
The last time I went to the beach, we went for the 4th of July, like 2 or 3 years ago. I told my friend, I said, I cannot unsee this. I said, I cannot believe how many asses I've seen today.
it's like going to the strip club.
Little, they don't care. Everybody out there in thongs. I said, I cannot. I am not. I just don't want to go to the beach anymore.
She said my facial expressions are priceless. It's just sometimes you see stuff and you just feel like, oh. But Nene said check your phone. But yeah, sometimes you see these things and they're like, some people are sexually offending your eyes. And they don't need to have that, and then they get mad when you look at them like, and sometimes your face reflects your feelings and you're looking at them like, why would you wear that? I'm trying to figure it out. And then they be like, what you looking at? Well, I'm looking at you wanted everybody to look at you with all your parts
Hmm.
out there. And
So where was this at, Renee? It's cute. Uh,
that's, what is it, a dress?
yep.
Oh, that's pretty. I like the color.
Mhm.
It's kind of Halloweenish.
Yep.
Those little, if that's where the chest area is, those little black things can look like a little, you know what, but
Areola. Hmm.
yeah.
The Sheila did a fringe halter top, but she did a mesh stitches first, and then you put all the fringe in there. But
Uh-huh.
my first thought was your nipples are gonna poke out of all those holes. And she says, "Oh, you could just put, something there."
Pasties over it or something.
Yeah. But that was my very first thought before she even said that was, wait a minute, them little nipples are gonna poke out all these holes. You're gonna be shaking and boom, all those things are gonna move, and the little nipples are gonna be saying, "Hey, I'm here."
Say, hey, I'm here.
I said it's cute and all, but whoo, that's always my first thought on halter tops or anything like that is
Yeah.
I don't want no peekaboos. None.
Yes. You don't want no peekaboo. You don't. You got to be thoughtful about using a tighter stitch around that area so you don't have any wardrobe malfunctions. Yeah.
Yep. And that's the hat. Oh, where am I?
Oh, that's cute. I
Hmm.
like bucket hats. I love it.
See, I don't wear any of that stuff. I make it. I like looking at it, but it's too hot for me.
I'm about to say right now, even though I'm bald headed, it's still too hot for me.
Ooh.
It has to be very, very cold for me to wear my hats because my ears get cold now. So it has to be cold. And I put my little berets over my ears or something. But yeah,
It
just
has to be cold for me to even let my locks down. I can't stand it. Ooh, I cannot.
yeah,
I said I
it's
was gonna wait 10 years, be locked 10 years, and then I was gonna get them cut. After I washed my hair, I wanted to cut them then. They
because
are
are they heavy?
yes. When they're not, once it dries, then no problem. But when it's wet, it's like 10, 20 pounds on your
Ooh.
head. I said no. I'm not.
Yeah, I told my daughter I'm gonna get my hair braid, but I only want it to my shoulder so I could just
Mhm.
put it up and look much. She was like, "Well, Mom, it might have to be a little longer because you want to put it up and you don't want it sticking out like a
I'm like,
firecracker."
yep.
Yeah, and I said, I just, I want to grow my hair out a little bit, but I want to be able to just take the braids, put it in a little bun, not too heavy, not too long, because I don't want to be bothered. If I can't do that, I'm about to shave it off again.
Oh, Renee said the hat was $9 and buy one get one 50% off. Ooh, 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 ooh. Maritza,
Wow.
my whatever that thing is called, you can write drop in there, you can write hello, you can write anything you want to in there. It is not gonna drop your you it's not gonna drop your channel.
Oh, because
It would not work for me. I don't know why.
Nightbot?
Yeah, yeah, it wouldn't work. Matter of fact, I haven't even seen Nightbot. Has anybody seen Nightbot?
No, I haven't seen Nightbot.
I just thought about that.
No.
I guess
Nightbot is boycotting you.
it must be because I
He
just thought
must have
about it.
divorced you and you didn't know about it.
I didn't even know. I guess I was gone too long or something.
Yeah.
I'm not even worried. I'm not even going to waste my time with it no more.
Yeah. Don't
They
worry,
put it in there.
Maritza.
They put it in there for you.
Yeah, don't worry, Maritza, because it's a lot of people probably like me. When I see your name and I'm like, oh, I don't know that person, I will go and write it down and go to your channel anyway. Look, the old fashioned way.
Hmm.
The way I got most of the people that I follow. I'm like, oh, I don't think I have that person. I'll just go and write their name down and go and find their page and join.
I
I
know.
don't need a link. I'll find you.
That's right. I'll search for you.
I will.
I'm
What
quick.
she say? You were gone too long. Nightbot found somebody else.
Then Nightbot can have him somebody else. Deuces. Okay. It didn't work
Uh-uh.
right anyway.
Uh-uh.
That is so weird. It just like went away. Probably with all my computer does what it wants to do. It has so many upgrades and maybe it booted it
Hmm.
out. I don't know.
That's
Maybe I booted
strange.
it out. I don't
You
know.
might have turned. Is it like where you turn it on and off and maybe?
No, once you set it up, it's supposed to work.
Oh.
It worked for a while. I just noticed when she put drop in there, then it dawned on me. I haven't seen Nightbot at all. I don't even think I saw Nightbot the last time I was on either.
I haven't seen it. I don't think too many times on your show at all. I don't think I
Mm-mm.
have.
When I
It
first
quit.
put,
He
yeah,
quit.
when it was up there for a minute. Yeah, I now that I think about it,
He quit you and you
it
didn't even
quit me.
know.
Lord, it quit me. It quit me. It quit
You said, Lord, he quit me. And you didn't even know.
me. See, he wasn't even missed. So
Mm-mm.
he wasn't doing a good job anyway because he wasn't missed.
Mm-hmm. Nene got it though. She got it. She dropping links. That's funny. Yeah, Like I said, I go to people. Oh, thank you, Renee. I go to people's show, and I just, if I'll go back and because I have mine where if I go to something else, the little YouTube picture just drops down. So I'll just go to their thing and join it. I don't
Mhm.
even wait for links or anything like that. I just do the old fashioned way. I'm like, oh, I don't know that person. Let me go see if they got content. He
BJ said you
said
moved
he
out and I
moved
didn't miss
out
the clothes.
and you didn't miss his clothes.
Because he wasn't
She
doing a
put
good
yarn in
job.
it.
You do
His
a good
clothes were
job, you
missing.
get.
His clothes were missing, and she just put some yarn there. She said, "Ooh, no more space for yarn."
That's right. His loss, not mine.
You said more space for yarn. Mm-mm.
All right, let me get off of here.
Yep.
I,
I'm gonna order some dinner
yep,
because I ain't cooking nothing. Order some
put this
pizza.
doll together so I can get her up on my Etsy shop.
Good girl. Like I said, I be buying dolls. If I see them, I like them. I'm buying for gifts for people. Since I'm retired now, that's my thing. I have a little tub and I buy Christmas gifts and all that stuff early, and I'll put your name and put it in the back. Oh, that's for so and so for Christmas. That's what it. So I'm just shopping throughout the year. If I
Girl,
see something I like, I
I
buy it. I don't care if I can make it. I
buy
don't give a damn.
I buy Christmas gifts for one person, my great niece. That's it.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
My daughter is grown. My mom and daddy don't need nothing. I tell my niece, don't buy me nothing because I don't need nothing. And my daughter, she was told 2, 3, 4 years ago, no more gifts for you either.
You said no more gifts for you. This
Mm-mm.
living in this house rent free is your gift.
That's right. That's your gift. All right.
Well, did you see the video where the man was going and he put a bow on the refrigerator, a bow on the food in the cabinet,
No.
he put a bow on the shower where you turn on the water and a bow on the sink where you turn like you got this water. And then he just went and then at the end he's putting a big old bow around the house. Like you get to live here for free. This is your gift to the grown children in my house. He said everything with a bow on it. He put a bow on the TV and a bow on the cable box.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I thought that was cute. He put a bow on the cable box, like you get this free cable, you
He
get this
is.
free water to shower, you get the free food in the fridge, the free food in the cabinets. I was
That's right.
like, because then
I
it's
said
like you live with me.
this generation of children will be with us until either they get married or find a good roommate to live with.
And
Because
then when they get married,
they
they
might come
gonna
back with
still
the
call
husband.
you. They gonna still call you and say, "Oh, I'm a little short, mom, this month. I'm a little short." Well, what did you do to become short?
Hmm. I tell
Because
my daughter all the time, I said, until you are able to stand on your own 2 feet, you stay right here. Because if you ever leave again, because she did leave once, and she lived in her car for a minute, and she like, okay. And when
it's
I said,
real.
yeah, that was on you. That was your choice to do. I said, you can come home
Yep.
anytime you want to. The day
Yep.
I said that night, she was home.
Within an hour, you heard.
She was
Mm-hmm.
actually at Comic Con. Is that how you say it? Comic Con.
Comic Con.
She was there, and I went, and because I bought her a ticket, and I went just to see. I took lots
Mm-hmm.
of pictures. It's way over my head, way over
Uh-huh.
my head. I was like, these people are really into this stuff. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna sit this out. So I said, well, you have a good time, and I left. And that night she came home.
Okay. Home is where the food is. This is what my daughter
Mhm.
say. Home is where the food is,
Yeah,
where the
and
gas and the lights and the
for
water
her,
is.
where a shower was.
Like I said, and the water.
Mhm.
That's where it is, and you
That's
better
right.
appreciate. Because my daughter, she'll come in and buy groceries, and you gotta appreciate. Because before I
Mhm.
moved out on my own, and it was just my father and I had no problem bringing home all the groceries and stuff because I didn't pay for the mortgage.
Mhm.
So why I can't, I have my little job and all I'm doing is paying my car note and my gas and car insurance. I bought groceries, and if I saw a light bill or something sitting on the counter, I'd open it and, it wouldn't be that much. I go pay it. Go pay it. Show some appreciation, girl.
Uh,
Because,
the
you
day
know,
she open up a bill and say, I'm gonna pay this, y'all gonna be coming to my funeral, all right?
what?
That girl don't want to part with a dime. A dime. I make
Now,
her, but I make her give me $100 every paycheck she gets. I
good.
said, because I told her, I said, that $100 don't pay for nothing. I said, between the the cable, the electricity, the
Hmm.
water, and the mortgage, that's a drop in the bucket for me.
And you can't even get 3 or 4 bags of groceries for $100. Not real groceries.
No, not real.
Not
Mm-mm.
real. And even the junk costs starting to cost a lot of money. Even the junk is. So yeah, we had to I made a book for my son. I don't know if I have mine around here, but I have a little book that I have that it helps me with my budget and everything.
Mhm,
So when we went to Arizona, I made him up one, a little notebook, so you could see where you're spending your money.
mhm.
And
Yep.
I know where your money is going. It's going to eating out. I know
Yeah.
you're an officer, but I took my lunch to work, and you might need to take you a little lunch and keep it in that other seat while you're patrolling, and have you some food up in there, some
That's what
fruit or
my daughter does.
something. You have. I've
She
always
used
taken
to,
mine.
go across because she works at Krispy Kreme, but the Wawa is next to them, and she used
Uh-huh.
to go over there and get her little food and stuff. Now she goes. I tell her, she is so much like her daddy. I said, I don't know. You wasn't. I said you wasn't raised in Pennsylvania. I said, but I always told him. I said you Amish or something, because he would go to the store almost every single day and buy something.
Oh
And she
no.
gets up almost every single day, walks over because her car is crashed. She don't have no car.
Yeah.
And lucky that we live in an area where there's a Target, Publix, and within walking distance. So she will walk over to Target almost every single day and buy something to cook.
Mm-mm.
I said, there,
Child.
and I understood when I was in Germany, German, I don't know if they changed, but when I was there, if you went to a German house, they had, in college, the little refrigerators
Yeah.
that college
Yeah.
students have, that's pretty much what you have in a German house because
Wow.
they went to the store to get their fresh produce, get their meat, cheese, or whatever they needed for their meals. That's what
Yeah.
they used to do. So they didn't like we as Americans, we buy stuff, we freeze it.
Yes, we do.
Buy it
That's
in
what I'm
bulk,
saying.
freeze
I
it.
got a big freezer in my garage.
I got a deep and thank goodness I have a deep freezer because with all the hurricanes and stuff, if it's froze, at least it's frozen long enough
Yes.
that when the electricity comes back on, you still got something to
It's
eat.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, I said, girl, you go to the store every single day.
Well, at
Me,
least she, but you
this
know
is
what?
my
At least
first.
she walks. At least she,
Yeah.
because some people wouldn't even want to walk to the store.
Oh yeah, she gets her exercise in every day.
Mm-hmm.
And today was the first day that I went and bought a whole lot of stuff, and it was under $200. Thank you, Lord. Um,
Wow.
but it was all mostly produce because I didn't buy any meat,
Yeah.
mostly
And
produce.
you be surprised when you become vegetarian people how your grocery bill goes down from not buying that expensive meat. You be shocked.
Yeah,
You know,
'cause
people try to say, "Oh, it's expensive." You know, there's places you can go, farmers markets, stuff like that.
mhm.
Um,
The farmers
farmers
market
markets that are in a store. They have stores that are farmers markets now,
better.
and you can find inexpensive veggies and stuff. You can, and you can get on YouTube and learn how to fry. What do they call it? Flash freeze your
Mhm,
veggies yourself.
mhm.
You can
Yep,
do it yourself. You know,
yep,
there's a lot. I mean, I just couldn't do the shop every day thing because when COVID hit, I mean, they shut all that down.
mhm.
So if that ever happened,
I got so rich during COVID.
okay, because so what if they shut everything down again and all you have nothing left to eat because you got condiments or whatever because you didn't buy food. You just got mayo, mustard, stuff like that because you don't have anything frozen or whatever. You got to buy rice. You need to buy mashed potatoes in a box, just stuff just because, some canned foods for emergency. You got
Matter
to
of fact,
have that.
I need to go and fill up my because I have a container in the garage for the hurricanes, so you can have
Yeah.
all the stuff, canned goods and stuff like that, just
Hmm.
in case. Stuff shut down. When the
See,
last hurricane that we had, I had a what do you call it? A charcoal grill. So I had to warm up the water and stuff, and my coffee tasted like charcoal. I said if I never ever have charcoal ever in my life again, it won't be too soon. And there was only one restaurant, and it was a Chinese restaurant. She still had electricity, so we would go over there. That was the first hot meal
wow.
that was cooked out of a grill from a grill.
I
We went
tell
over
you, my brother and them had a cold snap in Texas. It was so cold that they would put in the electricity went out. So they just put everything that was in their fridge outside next to the house in the backyard because it was that cold. And they cooked everything on the big old barbecue grill. She had the cast iron skillet doing scrambled eggs on the cast iron skillet. They were eating off that grill for a long time, you
yeah,
know. And you just got to know sometimes stuff happen, and what can you do, what can you eat, what happens if you can't go to the store,
right.
what you gonna do,
That's
especially
right.
where you live, like you say, hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
What if you
Got to
can't
be
make it to the
prepared.
store? You just can only make it home, and you can't make it to the store to get some food. You know
And
what you gonna do?
that's why you have to have you a hurricane bin. You put everything in that bin that you will need for a week. Because usually, like the hurricane, I don't know how many years ago it was. It came from the Gulf Coast all the way across South Florida. It knocked out my electricity for 10 days.
Damn.
I had to go over to my parents. They had theirs went out and like flickered and came back on because they're on the hospital grid.
Oh, okay.
So we had to go over there, take showers and stuff like that. And I stayed at the house. I let my daughters stay with them, but I stayed at the house and I would go over to their house to take a shower. But I stayed at the
Mhm.
house because and I would lay. Then it was in October. Thank God it was in a month where it wasn't
Oh,
100 degrees outside. And
yeah.
I would just listen. And then as the days went by, I'd start to hear the generators go and a generator go. And then one day there was no generators, but I was still without electricity.
Dang.
Because I was on the end and I had to call Florida Power and Light, and they finally came and got my electricity back on. And in the meantime, because my refrigerator had been off for so long,
Yeah.
it when it turned on, it just made a big block of ice. So I had to have somebody come and fix the refrigerator. I was
Wow.
like, this is too crazy. But
I'm
it's
staying right here in California, where the worst thing that happens is bad rain and an earthquake every now and then, little
that
shake, little jolt.
scared me. That earthquake would scare me.
Girl,
That,
I sleep through most of them.
no,
I wake
that was
up in the morning and people say it was an earthquake.
no.
If it happens when I'm asleep,
See,
I
I can get away from. I mean, we get enough notification of the hurricanes, so I
yeah.
can get on out of here. I might come back to a shell of a house, but at least I'm okay. But that earthquake thing that scares me.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm-mm.
I've been in some bad ones where it really shook it up, and I think I had a mirror that was on my dresser, and I woke up just in time, and I guess it was shaking like this, and it snapped the wood that held the mirror, so the mirror flew forward and down in the glass. But I woke up just in time to do my sheets, like and
Ooh.
block and that's about it. But the rolling, all that stuff, you know, you get used to it. And like we see we'll go look around the house and see where there's like the last earthquake. I think there's a crack now by where my daughter's window is and stuff, but it's not, you know. So, you know, you look around everybody's house in California and you'll be looking like, oh, there's a crack. Oh, that, you know. But I'll take that over a hurricane. I'm good. You can run outside or whatever. You're probably gonna sleep through it. But we've been having little hurricanes or tornado things come
Mhm.
do people, the weather's changing.
It is.
It's just doing what it does now. So you're not really safe too much in nowhere. But the worst we have is this rain. Like it's been raining since yesterday. I'm cool with it. People complain, but I'm cool. We
Yeah,
need water. We need it, you know. If you don't want to be out in it, stay your butt home.
that's right.
But I'm scared of the stuff y'all be going through and no electricity for 10 days and stuff. I could do it because I'll read my butt off. I love reading. I got my books, but You
Mhm.
know, I don't want the people who think they
That's
can
the
come and
worst.
loot. It's
That's
the
the worst.
looters. It's the
Yeah.
looters. You know, I don't want to have to deal with people. I'm gonna have to bust upside their head or what. You know, coming in looting because they know your alarm is off and
Mhm.
all that. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's
I'm
all
too
right.
old to fight.
The we had the back-to-back hurricane. We had 3 hurricanes back-to-back in 2005, I think it was. So it ripped off the no, I think that was in 2004, and it ripped off the roof, some of the shingles, and I had to have the roof redone.
Hmm.
So that was really the only damage other than, like tree breaking and
Hmm.
something like that, but to the house, that was the only real. I didn't have any broken windows or anything like that, so but the electricity the next time was the worst. 10 days, no electricity,
That's
man.
2 weeks to me. That's 2 weeks.
We had some one lady who was out longer than me because I ended up giving her, batteries because she needed
Mm,
batteries for a flashlight and stuff.
yeah.
So, we
And like
sometimes
I said, it's just other people that make it bad for you that want to come and try to loot, see if you at home and all that, and not being a helpful neighbor, being a scary neighbor.
I know when I got my, ring, not the ring, the what do you call it? The what do you call the lock? The deadbolt lock
Oh yeah.
code. I got that, and I'm thinking I'm safe and everything, and then I wanted to change the code, and it turns out that these things have a standard code that you are supposed to change when you first get it. And I
Yeah.
was like, so I'm watching this man's videos, and I go in there and put that code in. I was like, oh my God, this thing opened up, and I'm thinking I'm safe. Oh
Man.
no, you gotta change that code. There's a standard, yeah, I guess an emergency or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, this
That's
is crazy.
crazy.
And I don't even know if they put that on the information that it comes with. That now that I'm thinking about it, I don't recall seeing any of that. But I changed that code quick, fast, and in a
Yeah.
hurry.
And see, criminals will know that before you because they just
Yes.
evil like that, just conniving and just
Mhm.
yeah. We with because of all this rain, we see a lot of tarps now on everybody's house because it's leakage. But it's
Mhm.
funny, we just had ours fixed from the so-called hurricane or whatever that was coming to California. It wasn't nothing but a lot of rain. Well, we had our leakage already and had that fixed. Now we see everybody has the same area on their
Mhm.
roof where we had ours. It's so weird, We're like, yeah, we had that right there. Here, call this guy. He'll come and fix it for you. But yeah, everyone has the tarp in the same place where last year we had to get ours fixed. It's so weird because we're all one-story homes and
Mhm.
stuff, because we old. We knew we was gonna be old, so we got the one story up. Well,
Listen, I stayed with my girlfriend in Maryland, and she has a townhouse, and that up and down them stairs. I was like, no, y'all can keep that all day long. I want to
hmm
be on one level. Just walk around. I don't need all this up. That ain't cute. We
No,
don't
and then if
need
you have an operation or something, we get
that.
older. You need
Yep.
a knee operation, a hip operation. How you going?
Yep.
And then your bed is comfortable. The comfortable beds are upstairs because you may not have any bedrooms downstairs. Because my
Right.
mother has a two-story, but she also has it to where there's a bedroom and a bath
Mhm.
downstairs. So when she had some type of, I think it was her shoulder or something like that, she didn't feel like going up and down. She was able to stay downstairs, use that bathroom and all that. She said, yeah, that's why she said she knew if she had a two-bedroom, it had to have a bedroom, a two-story. It had to have one downstairs that she could do that just because of that.
Yep.
We getting older. We can't be
Mhm.
hobbling up them stairs.
I said, I'm glad I only have one because my knee hurts. I don't want to be up and
Yeah.
down trying to get up and down the stairs. Oh, I can't stand it. And my friend in Houston, I be stepping up there. I said, yep, I'm old because they used to be go one. Now it's take one step, no, drag the other foot with it. Next step, drag the other foot with it. Next step. I was like, I cannot do these stairs.
Renee said her house, she said our house is 3 stories. Good
Ooh,
Lord, Renee.
mm-mm. No, thank
I
you.
wouldn't even need a gym membership if I had a 3-story house.
Mm-mm.
Cause good Lord, it might be one of them stories. I don't know what's at the very top,
Yeah.
but I might not ever see it.
Somebody had, I think it was in England. It was a room that nobody went into, and it just started. I forgot. I don't know if it was bees or some kind of bug just made its own thing. What do you call it? Pyramid. Because nobody went up there.
Yeah,
Like, no, no.
nah. See that's like a Twilight Zone show.
I know.
Something
I was
living
like,
in your upstairs room and you don't know about it until you start hearing a humming or a buzzing or I
man, I
mean,
gotta
I
leave
had
that
that.
house. Somebody else can have it.
No, I mean, I remember when I bought my first house, a bees had made a hive in the wall. And one summer, I didn't know it because I never noticed, anything. They weren't in my garage or anything. But one day I went in there at night to do something and I heard like a buzz, just like it was weird, a low buzz. And I said, what? And I got near and I thought it was something wrong with the electricity or something. So I went on the other side and I saw a tiny little hole where the
Mm,
bees were going in. Girl, they
mm,
had a whole hive all up in the
mm,
wall of my garage, and I'd only been in my home 3 months. I was like, oh hell no, what do I do? What and so this girl said, oh yeah, I've had that problem before. Here, take the bee man and he'll charge. It was something crazy. She said he could smoke them or what and kill it, but
mm,
and plug the hole, but they'll keep trying to come back for a while because they can sit or you can pay him to take the wall out and remove the hive of all.
mm.
I said, what? What? My whole wall. She said, yeah, they'll remove the wall
Yeah.
in your garage and it'll be a whole honey. Because she said when he smoked, he could tell. He took something where he could look through the wall and he said, oh yeah, your entire wall is a hive. I said,
Mhm.
what
That's
in
what
the
it be
new
too.
homeowner hell? Single mom hell. Y'all think I said, just smoke them, insecticide them. He said, oh no, we don't want to do that. We'll just smoke them in there. I said, well, hell, you killing them either way. What? But they
Exactly.
smoked them and they did for like 6 months. They kept coming back to my wall and just sitting on my wall, girl.
Mm, mm,
And
mm.
being the African American that I am, I was like,
You
oh hell no,
swatting.
I'm trying to raid them. I'm trying to raid them. And
Yes.
my neighbors, oh no, don't kill the bees because the bees make the earth. I said, you know what? I These bees need to get off my wall. I'm gonna spray this wall every morning before I leave work, girl. I would just spray the wall with Ray, just be dripping.
Mm,
I said, I'm not coming back here seeing these bees just on my wall because they know that hive is there and they can't get in. What if they find another way in?
I know
You
it.
know? I said, I'm a single mother. I can't be dealing with this. No,
It's
I'm doing
crazy.
this thing by myself. I can't, be
Mm,
friendly extermination. And they all looking at me with judgy eyes,
I know.
you know. I'm like, y'all better, I'm going to kill these bees. They can go to your house and sit on your wall
VJ
and
said
make a
her
hive.
brother-in-law townhouse in Houston was 4-story. Child.
For
No.
what? Like, why is it 4 stories? Why? Why?
Yes.
Why is there 3 stories sometimes? I've seen the 3-story houses though, where you go in and here's the garage and one room and bathroom, and then you go up and that's where the kitchen, living room, all that, and then the next story are the bedrooms. I've seen
My
those
my
homes.
ex-husband's sister lived in a 3-story house in Pennsylvania. I was like, y'all can keep all this walking up and down stairs. No.
Yeah, I'm not.
Mm-mm.
When I was young, I thought it was cute, in high school and all that. I wanted a 2-story house. But as
Mhm.
I got older and had to work and be tired,
Mhm.
my mother had a 2-story and I experienced that. And I was like, I don't like it where you forgot something upstairs. Now you got to go up 2 flights to get something you forgot. And after a while, you just be like, forget it. You
Yep.
know, just
Yep. That's
you
it.
wash clothes downstairs or whatever. Her washer
And
and
you gotta
dryer one
drag it
time was,
all the way up. Nah, no,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe I'm just like I said, my brother-in-law, they have a two-story home, but they know that they're not gonna be there for life. They're gonna end up moving because, you're getting older.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think she broke her leg or broke her ankle one time. She fell down the stairs
Mm,
and broke her ankle.
mm.
And, you slip sometimes.
Yep.
Not on anything, you just accidentally slip.
Hmm.
And there you go, tumbling.
Yep.
Not
Didn't
the
keep that.
kid.
No.
I'll trip and fall on the ground, but I don't want to trip down those stairs.
Mm-mm. That's just too much pain. No,
We
thank
don't
you.
heal the way we used to.
No. Slowly, slowly we heal.
Hmm. If
Now,
we do at all, we have a permanent limp.
that's right. All right.
Mm-mm.
This is the third time I'm saying this, and
All
this is
right,
for
girl.
real.
Thank you.
Everybody, go to my friend's website and check out the Scentsy stuff.
Oh yes.
It smells good. I keep them
You say
going.
smells good.
I turn them off at night, but I during the daytime I just love the smell.
Love the aroma.
Hmm.
All right. You have a good
All right,
weekend,
everybody.
girl.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Melanie, for keeping me company. And I will see you all on the next go round. You see you coming from the garage. The storage area go. Does that? Oh, no, no. Mm-mm. That's too much. That's too much. Too much. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you on the next time around. Bye bye.